12 instead. I imagine. Oh my god! Is that 13? Oh my god! you know, okay, it's not obvious. But, okay. So the way I count... so you're supposed... Okay, ignoring the fact that I had double damage. The way you're supposed to do this fight is to fire exactly 25 Annihilator Beam shots. Exactly. See, what I normally do is I look at my ammo count and subtract 25 before the teleporter, and then keep spam without counting until I hit that number that I subtract. There's a problem with that right now. There's a slight problem with that method. There is a slight problem with that method, I think. Oh, that activated it. I must have done 13 shots. F. Yep. That was a slight problem. That was a slight problem. I like lost. I was not counting. I was not counting because I was staring at my ammo screen. I'm like, wait a second. My beam ammo's not going down. Oh crap. Okay, hopefully this does extra damage, but I doubt it because there's a damage cap on this target here. Yeah. Prime 1 does have an escape sequence, just not at the end of the game. It has it at the very start. Oh. You know, Prime... I defend a lot of stuff about Prime 2 and give Prime 1 a lot of crap, especially as like Prime 1's endgame bosses are kind of tedious, and then you have this. Prime 2. Right? Yay! I like just waiting here and sitting around. Unluck. Yay. It's a cool concept, just firing the phase on back. It's just really annoying how random and finicky it is, and how much damage, how many dumb damage caps there are on this. It's really obnoxious. Although I'm getting very lucky right now. I'm getting very lucky. Because she can like she could sit there, or rather float there, and give you like 3 missile patterns where you can't do anything. And then you only get like 1 phase on pattern, and you just sit there for like another 40-50 seconds. On top of the fact that this is this is timed. So it's pretty dumb. I'm not gonna lie. So, a lot of people say I'm like really unfair with giving Prime 2 love. No, I absolutely give this game crap wherever it needs to. See, look at that. That's 3 missiles in a row right there. Like, I think I'm pretty fair about judging these games typically. And this is one of those things that is just a huge oof. It makes you just go, why? The Emperor Ink fight was mostly fine. I have issues with it, but I think it's otherwise kind of cool. And then you have this. And my Wii mode is not letting me change. Okay. So like unironically, I do actually think like Prime 3 probably has the best endgame boss fights, really. Like even then those aren't like, they're alright, they're not bad. Alright. Totally don't have anything soft modded, don't worry. Oh yeah, Prime 3 doesn't have one at the end either. Now that you mention it. Oh dear, this is ugly. Let's do that then. Yeah, better. Alright. This is a seed that starts in Elysia. This is a randomizer seed that starts in Elysia. And that Randomania has a lot of issues with that because Elysia is basically like plot devices, events, hellhole because of it's a bad area. So I had to like make sure that the seed, DCR took a look at the seed to make sure that it's reasonable, like it's actually doable. And he said it is. And I have like 2 seeds on here That's starting Alicia in case this one ends up being impossible. So let's see. What is the grapple voltage? All right, quick grapple voltage already. I should actually check what's here too, because this is a quick check here. Okay, though I mean I'm not surprised. Kind of needed to do anything here. Okay. I do have space jump. I have plasma beam. Wait a second. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, space jump, swing. I have the missile launch already too, and I have plasma beam. Yeah, okay, there we go. All right, so I can go get this check right now then. Because I don't have lasso, and I can't go deeper into Steambot Barracks. Also, I hope you like auto-scrollers. You're gonna see this a lot, because Elysia is a well-designed area. Yay! Yay! Immersion! Yay! Oh. And if you miss a shot, get ready to do it all over again. Yay! Immersion! Woo! Yay! There's a reason why I give Prime 3 a lot of crap, because Prime 2 is typically the game that gets rated the least. Gets the most crap, probably because of ammo, and also because it's the second game. People give the second game a lot more crap over the first game, which is why I'm giving this game more crap, because it deserves it. Do I have charge beam? I do not have charge beam. Okay, so we still don't have charge beam. All right. We can't get a check here though. Do we have bombs? I don't know if I have bombs. I do not have bombs. Okay. I should be able to get this still though. That looks important. That is a command visor. Oh god, this is not gonna be fun. I think someone said that spring ball is good. Okay, got it. Oh god. If we, yeah. Oh, thankful. Yeah, funny enough, Tsubasa, you said that you think spring ball is good, but you have to like do that kind of stuff. It's logic. I'm half memeing. That wasn't too bad though, but there are like cases where you might have to do like a really precise spring ball in logic depending on your settings. I think that's intermediate, well, because it's an awkward spring ball you have to do if you don't have bombs, which I don't. Well, thanks for the gifted sub, Dave. CXL, hi to you too. Tsubasa. Okay, if I go to that area now, let's see. Wait, do I have boost ball? No. Okay, if I keep going this way, I fight a mini boss and then I'm soft locked, unless I have grapple lasso. I need grapple lasso. But let's see. If I keep going backwards, if I'm let's think about this carefully. That's not a logic. I need boost ball. I think this has to be grapple lasso. I don't think I have any other options. This has to be grapple lasso. Otherwise, I miscalculated something. That's voltage, but we don't have spider. I actually don't know. Maybe you do have spider ball. I don't have a way to check. I mean, I can check the inventory, but no point in doing that when I can just hold the spider ball button. Enough soon. I do not have morph bombs. Oh, never mind. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh no, no! Did we soft lock? Oh no, I need to take the elevator again. Okay. Yeah, we did. I asked DCR to look at the seed to make sure it was doable, which we did. We did find command visor, so that's a big plus. All right. Well, since we don't have bombs, just gonna really hope I made a mistake in misremembering something. Either that, or that could be a logic error. If this seed is a dud because of no bomb there, then that would mean that there is a logic error with that. Wait, no, I can just take this. I can take this. I can take this. I can take this. Right? I did start in Alicia. Yep. If I take this now. That's not a check. That's not a check. In this case, it's a really good thing Alicia is so linear, because I can just go through an 80% route in my head and try to remember, see like which checks aren't away. Yeah, there is one check I can, and if I keep taking a zip line, but I need boost ball for that. I think it's only 10 p.m. I thought it's like 1 a.m. for you. Oh wait, you're at your parents' place, right? Okay, I did not know if you needed bombs for this, but thankfully you don't. Okay, so that was a one-way path, because I do not have secrets to do this anymore. So I guess now we have to just run around and hope for the best somewhere, maybe, hopefully. Oh, did you? Oh yeah, by the way, we don't have ice missiles. That's an ice missile door, except it isn't. Just you know, FYI. Just FYI. Okay, so where does this take me? I'm also really liking these randomized doors, honestly. The purple doors and stuff look pretty cool. Purple door. Okay, yeah, so there is a handful of stuff I can do. I just don't have a way to go back until I find like boost ball or seekers, I think. I can't take landing site A out either. I mean landing site B, because I need boost ball for that. But I think I can look at this item. Minish cap. Ooh. That would be fun. Give me that! Give me that right now! Give me that! Give me that! Give me! Okay, that doesn't solve my problem of being stuck in here, but we take those. And that opens up some options, a few options. Give me that screw attack. Okay, well, unfortunately, in this game's case, screw attack isn't anywhere near as useful as in Echoes, because it's just not broken. I mean, it's useful and important, don't get me wrong, but it's not, like, game-breaking like in Echoes. Like, there's a lot you can do in this game without screw attack. Also, that leads to East Skytown. We can't go there because we need Hyper Ball and Hyper Mode, either of which. Oh yeah, I can see why you thought that was Nova, because like I've made that mistake before, where like I mix up screw attack with plasma or vice versa. And in this game's case, plasma and Nova Beam are both the same because they're just progressive beams. So it's just, if I see Nova Beam, it's just gonna look like Plasma Beam, and they're both like round, spinny things that's red, orangish. Okay. We don't have grapple voltage. Okay, do I have Spider Ball? I do not have Spider Ball. Okay, that is unfortunate. If I had Spider Ball, well, I also need Boost Ball actually, so I can. There's a check there, but I don't have either Spider Ball or yeah. Oh, this is awkward. Oh, this is awkward. This is actually really awkward. Yeah. This is awkward. This is really awkward. Because like if you screw attack, try to screw attack around the gate, you'll potentially hit a terminal fall that'll just soft lock you. Like you are legitimately soft locked. So I'm gonna put that off for now, I think. see what this is, but I can't actually get it. What is that? That's a missile tank. Okay, let's see. Oh, I can go to Steambot's barracks backwards, I think. Yeah, I can go there backwards. Okay. Yeah, because this takes me back to my starting position, but from the bottom floor. Yeah, this will take me back, but through the bottom floor. The problem is, if this is not grapple lasso, then I think this is a soft lock. Yeah, like this. This right here. This has to be grapple lasso, or else I soft lock. Or boost ball. Boost ball might work. I don't remember if that boost thingy is open. So, okay, so do I literally have no other options is the question. Like, the only other option I can think of is... no, not that. Skybridge Hera, which is, again, another soft lock risk thing. But I don't think that's in logic. Okay, I'm gonna open up Randomizer. Because I want to see if this is in logic, or if that's in logic or not. I know, like, part of it is, but... I'm gonna take a look at Randomizer and see if, like, getting around that gate without lasso is expected logically. So let's take a look. Okay, experimental games checked, database, corruption, this is Skybridge Hera, Skytown main, Hera, yeah, Skybridge Hera, okay, door to junction is where you start, and pillar platform. Okay, so logically, I need to either have grapple lasso or defeated defense drone, or I need space jump and morph ball. Okay, I guess maybe I'll just copy a screenshot for this, just so like people can see what I'm looking at. It's a little bit complicated, but that's the logic chain. So that right there is the logic chain to get around, to get to the platform behind the gates. So like obviously the first two are like the vanilla way sort of, and then the others kind of require a trick. So SSJ Advanced is not in logic at the moment. So I do have space jump, I do have morph ball, and oh that is in logic. Oh god, yeah, no, the getting around that is in logic. Yeah, because, like, I have space jump, I have morph ball, I have intermediate movement on, and intermediate SSJs on, and I have screw attack. So I need space jump, morph ball, screw attack, and then one of those intermediate tricks on, which I do have both of them on. So that is in logic. Oh. Ooh. Oh god. Do I go for this? Or do I just go with Steambot Barracks? Oh god, this is cruel. This is a cruel decision. Either way, I'm practically soft locking either way if I don't guess. I mean, this is exciting and scary and also annoying at the same time. Ugh. Okay, if I do this now, I can get 2 checks. No, only 1 check. I think I can only get 1 check. The other check requires bombs, I think. I haven't saved, because the only time I can save is another soft lock risk. I haven't done much in Deceive, really, so like it's not really too big of a deal. It's not too big of a deal if I have to reset, honestly. Because I know where everything is that I've gotten so far. So if I go to Skybridge Hera, I have to do a successful screw attack around the gate. That's one check right there. If I keep going, I'll be at Construction Bay. I think that's the room name. No, I have screw attack. Can you reach that without screw attack? Because like, okay, so basically there's Skybridge Hera, and like 2 rooms after that. So for those familiar with the game, there's a room where you have to like unlock 3 grapple points by bombing some slots, and then you grapple across, and then you can like climb around, and there's an item on top of those grapple points, which you're supposed to have screw attack to get, which I do have. The problem is, can I cross the gap requiring the 3 grapple swing points with screw attack instead? I don't remember if you can. Yes, you can. I think yeah, you can. So it's, oh god. Oh, the decisions. Oh. Wow, this is such a mean scene. Why, Alicia? YOLO! This is closer, so I'm just gonna go with this. I'm just gonna go with this because it's closer. That's the only reason. I'm letting that decide for me. It's closer. I don't have bombs. Crap. I need to miss these then. I'm already missing double damage. Not gonna lie. There you are. Grapple swing? Grapple lasso? No! No! F. I have chosen poorly. I have indeed chosen poorly. That is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Freaking missile tanks. Why you do this to me? Okay. Oh, we're starting it all over. I mean, like, I kind of know where to go, so, like, at least to start with, so it's not going to take me anywhere near as long, obviously. Alright, well, let's give this another shot. And, like, ultimately, this is still, like, another learning experience, and if this ends up actually being a Dead Sea, then it's okay. We got some stream value out of it. I mean, I just want to do Elysia start, because, like, I mean, as much as I complain about Elysia, starting in Elysia is honestly legitimately kind of interesting. It's just too bad that, like, there's a lot of issues with it logically at the moment. And, like, Randomizer doesn't quite handle, like, landing sites very well at the moment yet. Because, like, if you don't have an Elysia start, then, like, 90% of the time, you're pretty much in go mode once you open up Elysia. Is the issue. And yeah, sure, Elysia sucks, but, like, at the same time, like, the point of a randomizer is to have some variety, and, yeah, going to Elysia occasionally. There's a different setup item would make it. But, like, it's just a problem with, one, you need so much to enter it in the first place. Like, if you're trying to go to Elysia from the front, you literally need grapple swing, like, you need grapple swing, hyper ball, hyper mode. Right there. And bombs, I think, actually. Like, that's like 3 items that aren't really used for anything else, really. That aren't really used much in other areas, is the issue. Well, hyper mode is, but the other 2 not so much. Yeah, so the only thing I need to, like, go back and get a screw attack, and that's it, really. So, yeah, I soft locked. I gambled. Yeah, that takes me straight to Steam Bot Barracks. Yeah, okay. mean, I could save here, but I don't know. I might just also saving here might just get me soft lock too, but you know, let's just save. Like, you know, like if this is actually a soft lock, like then like if I in case I forgot something, I just start a different file. Okay. Let's do it. All right, let's keep rolling. This is interesting. I mean, this might be a undoable seed because like DCR has made mistakes with vetoing these before. To be fair, but we're all human, so it's not intentional. But this is still interesting, though. Yeah, thankfully that's not going to be a problem because I kind of already have command visor, so. Already got command visor, I should say. Okay. Catch. Wait, question. Did I already start with secret missiles? I'm curious. Okay, I did not. Just in case, just checking. Just in case I missed that somehow. Because if I did have secret missiles, that would actually kind of help because I can use the other shortcut cannon, but I don't. Spring ball for the win. Meow, 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 meow. Oh yeah, you're right. I would just be firing ice missiles. I would have both ice missiles because I forgot the ice missiles and secrets are progressive right now. Yeah, you're right. You can tell it's been a while since I played this. Quite a while. Just a little bit. Just keep rolling. All right. Oh god. Okay, so that bonks me. Okay, that didn't soft lock at least. Or maybe I can SSJ. So there has to be a reason why SSJing is in logic. So maybe I can do this and do it over. Maybe. I can do it over. Oh. Okay. Oh, that is absolutely an item. That is absolutely an item. Okay. Progress. Question mark. Progress? Here's the next issue. How do I go back? Oh wait, no, I have boost back. Okay. So missing this is a soft lock. I know that. Missing this screw attack is absolutely a soft lock. I need to keep that in mind. And I don't have like a good spot to SSJ from either, so unless I can just do it against this, maybe. Maybe I can do it off of this. Because like, if I assume that the height of this gate, can I just walk back? I don't know. That's a good question. Nope. Well, maybe I can like squeeze myself through. Maybe not. Or maybe I can do an SSJ off of this. That'll be convenient. I can't. Oh my god, I can. I can SSJ off of that. Oh my god. Things are being learned right now. I'm sure this is already known. There's the reason why this is in Randomizer logic. I am glad I looked at the database. If I didn't do that, then I would not have known that SSJing over this would be a possibility. Okay, now this is a little scary though, because I don't have anything to SSJ. Or maybe I could just jump off of this here. I got sniped. Well, we soft locked. The good news is we don't have much health. So I don't know where the checkpoint's gonna set me though. Like, this is actually kind of a bad soft lock. I'm not sure if you can do this in a vanilla game, because like I just kind of fell down to the left of the gate that you're supposed to yank. Is a thing. It's like, this actually might be a soft lock you bump into in the vanilla game, which, if that's the case, then that's actually really bad. But I guess in this case I would need to screw attack around. This is a very slow F. Although the last time I did this, I had like 7 E-tanks, so I was just like, yeah, no, we're just gonna reset. Alright, the question is, where does this checkpoint me to? I think it's just gonna checkpoint me at the save station. Because I don't think I got any major item, anything that would hit a checkpoint. Yeah, that's unfortunate. It is unlikely a casual would do that, but like, it just feels like it's something that you can do really easily. Like, you just jump off left. Or get knocked off, because there's some enemies. But, I don't know. I've always raised that question, but I never actually tried looking into it, so who knows. Okay. I'm gonna do it again. I kind of have to. Is the thing. I don't have other options at the moment. Well, no, I do. If I get boost ball, I could just go back and SSJ over the gate backwards. Now that you mention it, I could just do that. The question is, does boost ball open up anything else at the moment? I think there's one thing that opens. I think there's like one thing that opens. So I'll go ahead and dip in and get boost ball and then SSJ back out around the gates. This has been interesting though, honestly. Like, this is why randomizers are fun. Even if you get screwed over like this at times, which I am absolutely getting screwed over, but that's okay. Stuff I'm learning every day. It opens a way out. Yes, it does. It does open a way out. Yes, it does. Does it? Do you need grapple lasso? No, I do not. Yeah, it should open up landing site. So I can actually fly out now. Yeah, so that is absolutely important. Oh, you're right. I need bombs. I need bombs. Oh, I need bombs. Yes, I need to find bombs before I can get out. This is Elysia Sky Town, or rather, Elysia Sky Prison. Okay. I'm like, yeah, this is repetitive and kind of annoying, but at the same time, I am legitimately having a lot of fun with this. Even despite the fact it's Elysia. Elysia's Cry Town. Hi, Ice Missile Door. Not really. Question is, for all I know, there could be bombs in that direction. There could be. And like, if I just get across, I can get one more check, and I don't have to worry about this again, because I can just take the cannon out. I think? No, the cannon only doesn't open up until... Does the cannon open up after if you defeat defense drone? Like, it definitely opens up, but I might still be able to take it after reloading the room. Remember the golden rule in corruption. If something looks standable, you can't stand on it, because that's corruption. Okay. Okay. Can I do this again? Oh, that is definitely not high enough, though. Let's see. Try to kill this. Yes, I am killing Steam Lord manually here. Very weird to see. Or I can, or maybe I can just SSG over. That also might be possible. Oh no, did they make this taller? Oh no, oh no. Oh no, they made this taller, didn't? Oh no, I can't SSG over. Okay, maybe I can do a two BSG over. I don't have bombs. Never mind. I don't have bombs. Frick. I don't have bombs. Okay. Okay, so that's where I get walled, right there. I think that is too tall for me to SSJ over. I think that is legitimately too tall. Unless I can maybe, like, screw attack over. Maybe I can have to do it from, like, this side, maybe. Maybe a little bit further left. I forgot I don't have bombs like 3 times. Okay. Yes! 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 We made it. We made it! We made it! Okay, now I just have to really hope that this turns into a cannon. I think it does after I reload the room, but I could be wrong. Please turn into a cannon. Please. And I mean, I need to like see what that item is. Yeah, that hole's there because I didn't yank the goodies. Yay, dynamic drop rates. Okay, okay. Yeah, you know, you can easily make this. It's just screw attack, so. I can't actually defeat Defense Drone. Although I can look at the item though. But I can't actually beat him because, again, I need Grapple Lasso. Wait. Do I need Grapple Lasso? I have Screw Attack. Does Screw Attack damage Defense Drone without Grapple Lasso? I'm trying to remember if it does. If so, that is another check I can do. Like, I'm trying to remember if I can defeat Defense Drone without Lasso. Like, I know Screw Attack damages it, but I don't remember if you have to yank it or not. Oh, that is absolutely a major item. That is absolutely a major item. Bombs? I think that's bombs. Oh my god. Bombs are all the way up here. Excuse you. It's all coming together. Yeah, I know, right? So, all of that was outright... So, if I don't find Lasso and Elysia, then all of this was outright required. All of this stuff was risks. All of these risks I was doing were outright required. Well, first, let's see what Defense Drone has. Oh no, oh my god. That's Spider-Ball. Oh my god, you're kidding me. You're kidding me. Okay, I'm gonna open up Randomania again and see if Defense Drone is possible without Grapple Lasso. So let's open up Randomania again. I have never opened up Randomania this many times in the Corruption seat before. This has been very fun and also stupid, but in a fun way. All right, so this room's name is, I don't remember what it's called. Ballista Lift. So Ballista, so Elysia main. Ballista, I think it's Ballista Storage. Yeah, Ballista Storage. Event Defense Drone. Oh, yeah. I just pasted an Imgur to the requirements for Defense Drone. I have Screw Attack. It is possible. We are about to fight Defense Drone without Grapple Lasso, and it is probably required. My god, what is up with these seats today? Jeez. Alright, no Defense Drone, bring it on. I hope I don't die. But if I do die, that's a checkpoint at least. This is good. This is good, because if I soft lock again, then I get a checkpoint here. Alright. Hey! Yeah, so how this fight's supposed to work is that you're supposed to like shoot those antenna, stun it, and then you use Grapple Lasso to yank it and expose its weak points. But if you have Screw Attack, screw that. Let's do that. And we can get our juicy Spider Ball. Which is actually very important in Elysia. Alright, Spider Ball gets. You just give him the Emperor Ink treatment. So now we can get Grapple Voltage. Actually, which is a very important item. The problem is we can't actually use it, because you need Grapple Lasso to use it. Reminder that Screw Attack isn't broken in Corruption. Yeah, maybe I should consider my statement about that. Other than being programmed as weak. I mean, they probably like there's a lot of bosses like this that were like weak to X-Ray and Nova, so they probably like originally designed them with that in mind before like actually placing this fight where it is in the game, if that makes any sense. Like that's one potential explanation for it. Korak is also weak to Screw Attack in the same way, and Nova Beam and X-Ray. But obviously it's impossible to do that casually. So my theory is that there's a good chance they like designed those bosses without taking into account, as much at least, into account of like what you had, like where the boss was in the sequence of events. Everything must have a vulnerability to everything. But I believe I'll take. Okay, fair. Okay, what Dark Zero said. He knows what he's talking about, so what he said. So I guess, so from that standpoint, it would make sense, because it's like, if you want to make it not immune to Screw Attack, you have to like outright program that in, if it makes sense. But like, since you're not supposed to have Screw Attack here, then why put in the effort to program that immunity, if that makes sense? Also, thank goodness. Okay, water time. Efficiency. I am efficient, and this is why I give Elysia a lot of crap. Alright, so finding Spider Ball and Boost Ball and Bomb, so basically the entire Morph Ball package that's not named Hyper Ball is important, because now I can get this item here. Okay. Whee! So like Corruption definitely has like less interesting spider puzzles than Echoes, but like the few that and way fewer as well. Spider Ball is way later in Corruption than Echoes and Prime 1 for whatever reason, but like the few they do have in Corruption are pretty cool and fancy. Like this one's pretty awesome. But this one is just fancy and neat. All right, what have we got here? It is a beautiful zone with awesome music. It is a pretty zone. I will definitely admit to that. You know what? I will gladly take the missile tank, given my lack of combat options. Relative lack of combat options. Whee! 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 Oh yeah, by the way, Boost Ball with Vario Suit gives you like green trail, which is really cool. Obviously impossible to see in a vanilla game, because you get the PE suit like very early. In fact, I think it's just outright impossible, period, in a vanilla game. Even with like glitches and stuff. Like you're not supposed to have Vario Suit like ever. Okay, so yeah, we do have a way out now. Question is there anything else I want to like try to grab before I peace out? The ore chamber is in that direction. If I go there. Spider? Yeah, I did use Spider. I need a Spider. Unless you mean like falling down, in which case, no you don't. Just rolling down. Rolling around at the speed of sound. Okay, yeah, so I need to go this way then. 'Cause that's where the Aurora chamber is. Okay. This was legitimately very fun though, like not gonna lie. I had to like think outside the box so much with this seed. Admittedly, and although I'm like obviously I had to like look up Randomania, but I had to be like, okay, so this is apparently in logic with what I have, so how do I do this with this in logic? Randomania is a great app, great randomizer app. It's very flexible and with like what you want to include in your randomizers and stuff. Pretty awesome. Okay, let's go. I will absolutely say, like, East Skytown, I think, is really well designed. Like, one of my favorite sub areas in the game. It's like, I think it's pretty well designed in like how it's laid out, because like you have like a lot of different paths you can take. Always a plus for me. That are locked off appropriately, but you can open them up as you get more items or get to the other side and stuff. And and atmospherically, or whatever you want to call it, there's also the very famous Xeno Research Lab area, which is the Metroid containment. And like this game does a great job of just being like, hey, you see these Metroids that you're passing by? Yeah, nope, nothing scary is gonna happen at all whatsoever. And then you're just like, oh shit. If I get the secret missiles and power down this area, I'm gonna get raided. Oh crap. By the way, you really don't want to use Plasma Beam on these. Why? Because if you use Plasma Beam, they will melt. And they take forever to melt before the next one spawns. So kind of a bad idea. Better off just using missiles. Doesn't really matter much here, because this is the last batch. So that one's still not alive, technically. I'm still waiting on that one to die. Now it's dead. So yeah, that's why you don't really want to use Plasma Beam on them if you can help it. Hey, Sater, thanks for the bits. You just missed lots of memes, although I'm not sure how familiar you are with this game, but that's okay. Right, so this is a very important flag to set because this allows me to take the landing, to fly out of landing site A. I think that's the name. Which means I can escape Elysia finally, after like an hour of bumbling around. Hooray. That activates Core, I think, if I remember correctly. Which I may want to do. I think I kind of, yeah, no, I want to do that, now that I think about it. Is that how it works? Because like now I can open up the landing site. But if I weld that, all of that. Wait. No, Gore's activated now. Right? Like, Gore's activated now. After I reload that room, which I can just do by this, I can go weld, and that will allow me to open up the landing sites. I think, if I'm remembering this correctly. Elysia is just a complete mess with all the events and stuff. You have to memorize what triggers what. Yeah, so I just reloaded the room and now I can weld this. Ooh, I like that red. Welding color is random, by the way. It's randomized, and it's always really fun to randomize it. Because you get some really interesting colors. Like that cool little cyan. What color is this? Whee! Okay, that's less interesting. Hey, Eric with a cat. Eric with a greeting. Alright. So now I should be able to use a landing site. I don't remember if he has anything to say to me. Yeah, okay. Let's go back now. The Nukes community is invading the curb. Oh no, I'm being raided by the bomb squad. I will never be opposed to cat spam in my chats. Ship status alert. Auto repair functions complete. Ship is ready for use. Okay. I saw my Twitch stream review summary thingy for 2021, and 3 of my 5 top used emotes are all cats. I don't think that should really surprise anyone.
Auto repair functions complete. Ship is ready for use.
Unfortunately, none of them are Kiddymon, but I think a bit part of that is probably because there's like 5 other Kiddymon emotes.
Unknown entity approaching. Commencing hull lockdown.
So naturally, the usage of them is spread out more. So yeah, all that welding I did activates this sequence. And then you need bombs for this. So that's why I needed bombs to open this up. And so I need a plasma beam and boost ball to activate the AAU unit, and I need bombs to activate this landing site. And now I am free! I am free! I am free! Freedom! I can save without soft locking. Yeah, you just fight Gore on the other side, which I don't know if I really want to do, honestly, because I don't exactly have much health or missiles or hyper mode or Nova Beam or Charge Beam. I don't have much to fight him with in general. Yeah, honestly, there's never going to be like a caddy mode that ever beats Magoo. No offense to anyone with any other caddy modes. There just is never going to beat that. So I'm going to do my quick dip and to get like my two free checks here. Gore does give me 2 checks, but I don't really want to fight Gore as I am right now. I actually, at the very minimum, I like to get a few more missile tanks, which is funny because it's corruption and missiles and corruptions are kind of a meme. Ice missiles in particular would be very nice, not gonna lie. Because like ice missiles can actually make Gore slip. You're supposed to use them to make him slip and stun him. Okay. So energy cells. You don't need ice. You never need ice missiles for him. They're just nice because they help you stun him. You can make him slip. So energy cells in this game. So how this game works in a vanilla game is that there is an area called Valhalla, and you can kind of open up Valhalla slowly by using energy cells. In other words, if you want to put it in Zelda terms, Valhalla is basically a dungeon, and energy cells are small keys you can get throughout the entire game's world that you can use to open up Valhalla. You need, casually speaking, without tricks, you need a minimum of 5 energy cells to get to the end of Valhalla. And you have to go to the end of Valhalla to open up the endgame sequence. Logically, that requires 9 because the energy cell logic in the Randomania follows the kind of logic where it just assumes you use energy cells in the worst way possible. So logically, you need all 9 energy cells to get to the end, but you only need 5. So right now I have 1, which allows me to... So I don't need any energy cells for this check here. Is a beam? And then 1 energy cell to enter Valhalla, basically. As I am, I can look at one. I can get my hints for my hyper items, which is going to be important. And if I need to open up my notes really quickly. So this is a hint for the location of hyper missiles, because you need hyper missiles and hyper grapple to beat the game. Oh, well, I mean, you know what? I don't even mind it being on Elysia, honestly, because I've already like opened up a lot of Elysia anyways, so it's not really even that big of a deal. And then I can get the hints for hyper grapple, because you need every single hyper mode item to go through phase in game area. Hyper ball is not included in the hints at the moment, because hyper ball is not an item that actually does a lot for you outside of phase. In other words, it opens up Elysia and these guys down. Actually, I should check this first in case it's grapple lasso. So like this normally requires plasma beam and 2 energy cells, but I have basic SSJs on, so you can just literally skip that. And this is a very useful SSJ to learn because it is literally skipping a energy cell requirement, 2 energy cell requirements. And we got missiles. Oh, I like this purple door. Yeah, I feel like a hint for Hyperball would be good, honestly, at this point. Because like, I mean, obviously this seed is kind of like, Hyperball is basically the same thing at this point in this seed specifically because I already have Elysia access, but like, in general, a lot of the randomizer still comes down to a Hyperball punch. Anyway, so a general hint for that would be nice, in my opinion. Okay, so that was unfortunately just the missile tank. I can't actually get anything else, but I can look at one more item, so that's gonna be good intel. if the item I just got that was not a missile tank was either lasso or another energy cell, then that would open up, then I can actually get one more item in this area, but I can't. That being said, though, it's not going to be too much of a waste of time, because I can get another hint here. Hyper Grapple is on the pirate homeworld. Okay. Good to know. Good. And this item is... Please don't be something. Please don't be something. Please don't be... Okay, good. It's just the missile tank. But that item is really annoying to get. Not because it takes long to get, because it doesn't. Although, you do need Grapple Lasso to get it, which I don't have. And missiles. But because once you like open up the grate that leads to it, then you just spawn a bunch of annoying phazon hoppers in this entire ship, and they're really annoying to deal with. So you'd really rather just not get them. Get that if possible. Okay, so we didn't really get much out of this, but we did get our usual hints, which is good to know. Okay. Okay, so my next trip is gonna be to Jungle Brio, because this entire area is basically completely blocked off until I get ship missiles, which I don't have. But like, otherwise there's like one item you can get really early, and like this item is often progression because you need so little to get it, and like there isn't really usually you don't really benefit much from putting this off, because like you only benefit from putting this off is saving a trip if you happen to find ship missile somewhere, which is a really pretty uncommon item to find anyways. So like I like going here immediately if I can help it. Alright, let's see if I can screw attack you. Well, you can, but you're in hyper mode. I'm gonna back off. Okay. Oh no. Go! Okay, we're good. Okay, this room is called Vault. Okay. Not what I was expecting. But that does open up another item, to be fair. But it's not logical. I don't think it's... Yeah, it's not in logic, because you need 4 energy... So there's an item in Valhalla's elevator that you only need 2 energy cells to get to. But you logically requires 4, because again, it assumes you use them in the worst way possible. So whatever that item in the elevator is, which I can get now... No, I can't. I need Grapple Lasso. Never mind. Doesn't matter. Yeah, I haven't really heard anything from Golub about more work on this. I do hope he goes back to it, but obviously it's his own time as well, so it's down up to him. I want to go here. Or do I want to do Cliffside? Or do I want to go to Pirate Homeworld? I think Research Facility is not a bad play. I think Research Facility is actually a decent play. Because, like, there's like 2 pretty quick items you can get as long as you have Boost Ball or Spider Ball. And I have both of them, and bombs. So that's 2 quickest checks I can get. And there's also another check in Scrap Vault. I was about to say, like, I was about to say, Dave, I know that you didn't mean you were serious with that, but I also felt like that could potentially be read ironically, but I know you meant well. So, but I appreciate clarifying that. Fun fact, that little flap, this little flap I just boomed, you cannot boom it if you have Nova Beam plus Charge Beam. Why? Don't ask. Plasma Charge works, not Nova Charge though. Not really relevant right now because I kind of don't have either, but still, kind of fun little fact. Okay, so we can get some goodies here. 3 items. That's... Is he a missile tank? Which, honestly, I kind of want. Like, I know missiles are complete meme and corruption, but given my lack of combat options, in other words, no Nova Beam, no Hyper Mode, no Ice Missiles, no Secret Missiles, I will gladly take that. And, like, it is kind of fun in a way. Like, I've been helping out with some logic for Metroid Dread on Randomania, and, like, it's actually been really fun, like, trying to puzzle that out, too. Definitely a learning curve. I've also actually worked on some of the logic in Randomania for Prime 3, some of the initial logic. That's also how I've learned how to write that, so shout out to Dark Zero for all the work he's done with this. Gonna make Spring Ball! Motion controls! Now! Motion controls! Why? Okay. So there's really no point in going there because I need X-ray visor to activate that anyways. I want that. I want that E-tank very badly. Oh, F. I think I need to do like a bomb jump here. Like, hey. No. Okay. Motion controls. No. No. It actually is already available. Like, you can set it as a cosmetic option, I think. If you don't like starting with Varia suit. I actually personally don't really like the PED suit. I like it a lot with the hazard shield, but not without the hazard shield. So I'm just like sticking with Varia suit in general. So we got no progression here, but although the energy tank is very much appreciated, for sure. So this was unfortunately not the great play. But we opened up a little bit of research, so that's nice. And we still don't have Lasso. Just note that. I still don't have Lasso, which is, I don't think I've ever played a Prime 3C without Lasso for like this long. Admittedly, a lot of the first hour is just resetting and trying stuff out, but like, you would get Lasso within like the first 10 minutes, typically. I still don't have Lasso, so like, yeah. Ugh. Should I just go to Pirate Homeworld itself? If I go to Pirate Homeworld, I can get Command Courtyard. Can get Flux Control. I can't go deeper because I need Lasso. So that's only 2 items. Brio Cliffside. And Fire Brio. I'd rather do Cliffside. So let's go to Cliffside. Lasto, oh my god. Alright, Brio, we're in the first major area of the game after like over an hour. And we don't have Lasso, so we'll see what we can do without Lasso. Obviously, there's quite a bit we can do with some handful of tricks. And, oh yeah, by the way, if you don't know how to SSJ, this is a soft lock without Lasso. Just FYI. If you don't know how to SSJ. There might be some standable terrain you could use too, to be fair. Not sure. That is something. That's X-ray. X-ray is very important. I kind of want that very badly. Okay. Cheating. I'm cheating. I did a slope jump to get some extra height and touch the grapple point, and that's supposed to spawn. Set my spawn point to the top of the glass. But I guess I don't remember how to do it properly. Come on. Oh yeah, that was nowhere close. Oh, wait, what? How did that make it? Excuse me. Excuse me. All right. There's an item there. I can't get it because I need lasso. Yeah, I need lasso for that. I can't go there. That is a missile tank, I think. I think the trigger for that might just be further behind than I thought. I'm not sure though. Okay, minor skip here. Here we go, easy peasy. Like, I think I was lower when I made it, so it must be like something where I need to be further back for that trigger. But I could be wrong. I don't know. So you're supposed to have lasso, grapple lasso, to get this, but you can just screw attack instead, which is kind of nice. Okay. Lasso? Lasso? Lasso! The scene is over! The randomizer! It's over! The randomizer is over! Hey Rin, thanks for the raid. Hope your stream went well. Freedom, we can do everything! Freedom! Woo! Okay. I should still check what's back here. I can get one item here. So, yeah, you need missiles to get this item. And I need hyper mode to go deeper, which I don't have. So, let's see what's back here. What is it? What is it? What have we got? What have we got? Energy cell. I kind of want that. Give me that energy cell. Okay, we're at 3. For me, for my skill level and the tricks I'm using, 5 energy cells is the magic number. 3 is enough for me to get to the end. 2 more minimum is what I need to full clear it. Valhalla. Okay. Goodness, imagine doing a Metroid Prime 3 Corruption Seed where you get grapple lasso over an hour in. Just imagine that. Okay, so this is only gonna lead to one item, but it could be important. And this is the only item left that I have access to that I haven't checked yet. Which I can now get because I have lasso. Okay, please don't bot me. Why did I get that? I don't know why I got that. I'm not supposed to get this. I apparently need a map. You don't need this at all. It doesn't do anything for you. I'm just brain farting. I just like autopiloted to getting that. That's actually gonna waste me time. I did need to like yank all of those thingies, pillar thingies on the wall, in order to unlock the door here. Okay. So this room is called Falls of Fire, and it's a very easy item to forget because like you're immediately blocked off by an ice missile door, which I don't have, to access the rest of Brio. So like it's easy to just be like not to neglect this area because you don't have ice missiles, or they don't. And then you just kind of forget this item exists. And yeah, it doesn't exist, I guess. Sure. Okay. So we're done with Cliffside Brio for now. I could do some Fire Brio if I wanted to, but like with Grapple Lasso, I feel like the play is to just do Norian. Because I can almost full clear it, I think. Yeah, I have bombs, I have Spider Ball, I have Lasso. I think I can almost full clear it. Okay, so like, let's think about this. What do I need at this point? I still need Nova Beam. I know where, okay, yeah, I know where Grapple Voltage is. I should really be prioritizing that thing, because that's one of the most important items to get. It's all the way back in Elysia, though, and Elysia isn't very high density at this point, given I got so many items from there already. So I'm on defense on that. I'm kind of on defense on that, going back to Elysia. like I still like want to try to focus on density plays. Also, grapple voltage isn't gonna help me anywhere in Norian anyway. So yeah, I think I still am a fan of the Norian play. Going back to Norian. Like the only thing I think the only thing I can't get in Norian is the Metroid Hatcher item, which requires Seekers anyway, so it's not like I'm gonna be getting that anytime soon. So I think that's the only item I cannot get in Norian. Yeah, I have Plasma, I have Spider, Bombs, or Boost. I have both. Yeah, I can't full clear it except for the Metroid Hatcher room. So I think this is the play to make. I don't really have much reason to put this off, except for waiting until I get Seekers, but that's probably not going to happen because in this randomizer, at least with the settings I use, Ice Missiles and Seeker Missiles are progressive, which makes sense because if you get Seeker Missiles, you get Ice Missiles. They obsolete Ice Missiles, so in order to get Seeker Missiles, you need to get 2 Ice Missiles upgrades, which is the setting I typically play with. In other words, I'm almost guaranteed to not find Seeker Missiles anytime soon, so. I couldn't go here earlier because... Why? Because this is a grapple lasso lock. And there's a grapple lasso lock here too. So I think there's like 4 items I can get pretty quickly right now. Oh no, I can't full clear because there's one more item that requires Ice Missiles. Oh well. Yeah, there's an item that I frequently forget about that exists that is behind an Ice Missile door. Also, you don't need bombs for these. You can also use Boost Ball. Nice cycles. Eh. Whee. I like this color. Welding color is randomized, FYI. It's really pretty, like magenta. I'm a big fan of the color purple. If you weren't aware. Cheers from Minnesota. Doing alright. We got really memed on. But to see this has been both a meme and also very interesting, so. Which is, honestly, I'm okay with. Let's get that E-Sync. Hope we're doing alright, Joker. Alright, I think you need... Yeah, this game really likes its grapple lasso and grapple gimmicks. If it wasn't obvious. Just a bit. And also shout out to the giant missile tank. The item that spawns here is really big for whatever reason. So I think that's pretty much everything except for like one more item. And the Prime 1 seed today was not very interesting, I feel like, honestly. What the heck? Oh, because colors, right. I feel, but eh. Echoes and Corruption are a lot more interesting today. Today's Prime 1 seed was like free, I guess, kind of. Okay, what's here? Progression? Nope. Alright, so we got nothing of value in Norian except for an E-Tank, which, you know, I'm glad to take, but still, feels bad. Okay. Where to next? Let's go back to Elysia then. Or I can do Power Command. Power Command. No, I don't want to do Power Command until I find Grapple Voltage, get Grapple Voltage. So yeah, Elysia it is. Let's go back to Elysia. Take care of Gore. Now that I'm like slightly better equipped, I have like actually some number of missiles. And then after I beat Gore, I can go forward. That's 2 checks. I can go forward. I think the item in Construction Bay. I think that's the room name. Which I can get because I have Boost Ball. And then I can go through Steambot Barracks, get Grapple Voltage because I have Spider Ball. Your measure game echoes. Although it's pretty close though. Like, I don't. Oh, right.
Just in time. you feel the power? Soon everything will be corrupted, including you.
Alright. No ice missiles, unfortunately, but we do have boost ball. No ice missiles, no hyper mode. I'm not really sure how well screw attack does. Let's try it. Probably a good sign. Oh. Alright, well that works. Yeah, okay. Hi, have a screw attack. Alright, good night, Dark Zero. Thanks for chilling. Oh, he's hyper mode, so I'm not gonna do like no damage to him. But like I think there's like a property in this game or something where like if something's going hyper, then everything you do is like 1 damage for the game. But now he's no longer hyper anymore. He's no longer May from Echoes. Fire Emblem Echoes. Oh, okay, cool. Like that does like pretty much no damage. And keep in mind, screw attack is an ability that does damage per frame. That should have done like a bazillion. Oh, it actually almost killed him. I could just finish him by shooting. There we go. Alright. Alright, Gore, what have you got? Are you worth it? Nope. Nope. Well, that was a fun way to fight Gore though, without hyper mode though, trying stuff out. Because like, pretty much any time I ever fight Gore in a rando, it's when I'm in dual mode already. In other words, I have hyper mode. Especially since to get into Elise, you need hyper mode. So I've never actually fought him without hyper mode before. So that was very different than usual. Okay. And the item here is... That's either an energy cell or anything. Either way I want it. That's an energy cell. Okay. And now the Valhalla item. The elevator item in Valhalla is now logic. I cannot go there. Is now logically required. Now in logic, I should say. I forgot I can't go there because no hyper mode, no hyper ball. Oops. Wait, this isn't a soft lock, is it? Shit. I completely forgot about that.
Ship priority status alert.
It's a good thing I saved before coming here. Maybe this will help like reload. Like enter this. I just need this room to reload, but I don't think that's gonna work. The reloading room does work. It just I don't know that actually triggered a reload. Nope, this is a soft lock. Okay. But we do know that there is a energy cell there. Hopefully I won't have to do it. Yeah, I like that. I just completely forgot about that hyper mode vines, the phase on vines that I would have to boom. But it's okay though. We're learning. We're learning. Okay. Yeah, so we saved in Norian just before going into our core. So yeah, we didn't really lose any significant progress. Thankfully. Yeah, that was a really fun run. That was a very last-minute run because like we were at GDQ games were like very casual at the time, like in terms of like accepting runs. It's like we were so ahead of schedule that Rom Scout literally asked me, "Hey, do you want to run Zero Mission Hundo?" And I'm like, "Okay, sure." Like it was not originally in the schedule. Like we were ahead by like 4 hours at the time, so like they needed games to fill time. So. I still want to do Elise here because I really want to prioritize getting grapple voltage, which is pretty important. So, and I know where it is. I just couldn't get it before because I would soft lock since no lasso at the time. But now I have lasso. let's activate this first just to open up the option. What about this? Okay. Whew. I missed. Where are you? Where are you? Hello there. See you. Steambot Scooby Dooby Doo. Where are you? I have X-ray visor. Yes, you can see Steambot with X-ray and just cheese it. Although you can still hit it without X-ray. Screw attack, which is what I was trying to do at the start, but I whiffed, so rip. Okay. Boost ball, yay! Boost, 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 boost. Boost lots in this game. I have not talked to Blue. I have not heard from Blue Blast since like 2015. So I imagine he just kind of disappeared, and if so, it's how it is. I wouldn't really blame him honestly either, with how much of a meme he became. It wasn't really something he really embraced either. So okay, so I'm gonna wait, is this
Ship priority status
wait,
alert.
why is this elevator not
All
active?
armor taking damage.
Oh, I never activated it from the above. Oh my god, I never activated this elevator from the top. That's not good, actually. Shit. Actually, that actually could be really bad. That actually could be pretty bad, now that I think about it. Cause there is one item in between Gore and this that should be logical. But the only way to go there is either with Hyperball or using that elevator, I think. Okay, I either need Hyperball, which I'm not gonna have, or I need to have activated elevator, which I forgot to do, or I need Seeker Missiles, which I'm nowhere close to having. Because the Seeker Missile will allow me to take a shortcut there. So that's actually could be very bad, now that I think about it. Oh, yeah, that's a move. I mean, not much I can do about it now. Just gotta keep playing and see where things go, so. Mistakes happen. I never mind, I saw. God, I love auto-scrollers. God, I love auto-scrollers. Ooh. Yeah, so this thing would... Ah, shoot, here we go again! Here we go again! I just let go to grapple on accident early. I was really hoping the terminal fall would just spawn me there, but the game was not very nice. So. Here we go again. Yeah, I beefed it. I certainly beefed it. Whoopsies. Alright. Might as well save here. Okay. With grapple voltage, I can get ballista storage again, which is where I got Spider Ball with the defense drone fight. Because now I can get, there's an energy cell there in the vanilla game, but now I can get that vanilla energy cell or whatever replaced it. Yeah, we want to go down because you need grapple voltage for that. So now I can go there and get that. And I can also get. No, I can't. I need Seeker Missiles. Yeah, I need Seeker Missiles for one more item. For another 2 items, actually. Yeah, I need Seeker Missiles. I need Seeker Missiles to go to Powerworks, which is where Vanilla Spider Ball is. Which you need grapple voltage and Seekers to get there, but I only have one of them, so. But Since we're in Elysia, might as well just go get this check. Even though it's pretty out of the way for one check. I need every bit I can get. And we also know that one of our hyper items is in Elysia anyways. So. Let's go. I'm still hyper. Let's go. Yeah, better off taking this. Kaboom! This is the room where I had to do those fancy screw attacks and not soft lock, FYI. But since I defeated defense drone, the room layer changed, and now I don't really have to worry about that.
Ship's
Oh, artifact is at
status
60
alert.
FPS.
Hull armor taking damage.
Like, maybe I could up the bitrate. Is it that bad for anyone else? I could up the bitrate, and that should probably help. Yeah, let's up that. So hopefully that's better then. Okay, let's see what we got here. Wait, what? Oh right, the Steam bot fight's removed. I think that kind of messed with room lane or something because again it's Elysia. So yeah, I think Oliver just outright removed the Steam bot fight. All right, what are we getting? Honestly, I'm better off resetting. I just saved. It just takes so long to go back because of all the auto scrollers and all the hallways and stuff and all the loads. I think I'm better off resetting. Okay. Oh. So that's pretty much everything I can do, except for that one item that I kind of screwed myself out of, I think. So hopefully it's not something useful. I have plenty of other options. Okay, so how to get out of here again? Because like every hall in this area looks the same because it's Elysia. I don't want to go there. Yeah, so I need to go back to Spire Dock, which is down. I think. Yeah, it's down. Okay. Oop. Yep. This way. Okay, I could do Brio Fire. I kind of don't want to, honestly, because Brio Fire is kind of just annoying to deal with. I don't have hyper mode, and I don't have ice missiles. I can't really like open much of it. Let's do Pyro Command. Yeah, Pyro Command is a better play, especially since I have grapple voltage. And I have grapple voltage. I have X-ray. That opens up a lot in Pirate Homeworld Command Center, at least. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, again, I know that there is a hyper item here somewhere, so let's check it out. Check it out. Yeah, I really didn't really want to come here until I had grapple voltage. That's pretty important in Pirate Homeworld, so. Really? Are you immune to screw attack? I mean, it's hard to screw attack here anyway. Wait. How did that die? I think I just like fired a missile here and it blew up. Okay. Well, that's really useful. I'm glad I came here. I wish I came here earlier, but I also didn't have voltage, so. Finally, we got a charge beam. Hooray. Not quite as important as in Prime 1 and 2, but we still take those. We'll gladly take those. Okay. So I can go ahead and see what this item is. I can't get it. I have to get it from the other side, and that's an E-tank, so I'll gladly, I definitely want that. Okay. So I'm not gonna do the hazard suit skip yet. Don't really want to. Kind of want to put that off for a bit. Oh. Well, that's important. That is yeah. That's a little important. Just a little bit. So what ice missiles just did for me is it just opened up half of Brio alone. Because like that cliffside Brio area, half of that is entirely blocked off by an ice missile lock. But now that I just got ice missiles, I can explore the rest of that. The problem is Brio doesn't have any it doesn't have hyper grapple or hyper ball. So hyper grapple or hyper missiles. So I have less incentive to try it out, but it's also by far my most dense area now. So a little conflicted. I still need to find Nova Beam, which I have no idea where that is. And hyper mode, again, no idea where that is. Secret missiles may be needed. I don't know. That's a missile tank. Okay. So this room is flux control. We need Spider Ball to get this item, but it is just a missile tank, so we don't have to care. Get this item here, which is a meme. Okay. And we can't get this item here because you need either Seeker Missiles or Hyper Mode plus Charge. That's an Energy Cell. But we can still get out of here, at least, because we have X-Ray, so... Like, this area is really complicated, and it's like soft lock heaven, but it's also, like, really rewarding to know how to route your way around with all the one-way paths and stuff, so, like... This area absolutely has a steep learning curve, but it's also a very rewarding area to, like, master. It's like, if you come down here carelessly, you will soft lock. Because your only way out is either with X-Ray to open this up, which you also need missiles, I think, or you use Spider Ball out. You don't actually need to get the item here to get out, specifically. And then, to get out of this room here, which is defense access, you need a combination. You need to either have opened up this from the other side, which requires hazard shield and grapple voltage, or you need Nova Beam and grapple voltage to go through here, or you need X-Ray visor to go through there. And there's just a lot of different combinations of items that are really, it's honestly very fun. It's very challenging, of course, but it's also very fun. And why I really enjoy these randomizers a lot. So yeah, I took the X-ray path out. But keep like it sounds like I need X-ray visor again in that hall, so the X-ray visor doesn't sound like it matters. And you're not in, if you were to say that, you wouldn't be entirely wrong. But the problem is there is another way to get into that hall, which is what I'm about to do, which does not require X-ray. And if you happen to not have the wrong combination of items when you go here, then you will soft lock. But if you do, it is rewarding to like puzzle that out. So, right, time for a hazard suit skip. You know, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. 4 energy tanks is not a super comfortable amount for this area, honestly. You can make do. 100 kills, let's go. Okay. And charge beam is also very nice, because that also means I can just suck in drops. Yeah, so this acid rain is probably the most dangerous hazard in all the Prime games. Like, I was sitting there for like 2 seconds, and I already lost 2 ethans. Just, you know, FYI. Oh, yeah, you have hyper mode. God damn it. Yeah, this is actually really bad. And I don't have hyper mode. I don't really have a way to deal with this. Corruption combat. Hyper mode, 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 hyper mode. And this is why I give corruption all the crap. I only have 1 left and I can deal with this. I might still just be dead though, because I don't really have enough health to tank the next set of acid rain. Okay, you lost your armor, so I can get this set of health drops, I think. Bail me out? Okay. Okay, I didn't take too much damage there, thankfully. Okay. Pull back. Okay. I'm good. I am good to go. Get out of here. That was scary. That was pretty scary, not gonna lie. So yeah, so the hall I just talked about with all the requirements, this is another path to get in here like this, and you notice I did not need X-ray for any of that, so. It's a very difficult and challenging area to know logically, but also very satisfying. I guess I'm going to mines? I don't really want to, but... I guess. I mean, there's a few things I can look at, check out, but I don't have Nova Beam. Unless I get memed on get Vanilla Nova Beam. Okay, so this is a good time for me to take a bathroom break, because I kind of need to use the bathroom, so I'll be back. I live. And now that I think about this, this really coming here really was not a great idea. So I think I'm just gonna look at this one item and then bail out. Honestly. Especially since I don't really have the tools to deal with these pirates. But since I already made a mistake of coming here, I'll just at least check this one item. Checking anything else takes so long to do, so. I don't want to deal with that. Thanks for locking on, game. Well, I hope that we kill some stuff with screw attack. We really don't have much health. We really gotta love all these enemies going hyper mode. Good game design. I mean, like, you're supposed to use hyper mode, but you're kind of supposed to have it at this point, so, to be fair. But at the same time, making everything hyper mode is kind of a problem, in my opinion. Like, requiring you to use hyper mode everywhere. Echoes and Prime, especially Echoes, is a lot better about combat variety. Like, what works best on different unit characters and stuff. Not characters. Enemies and stuff. Okay. That should be it. Okay, cool. So we can go ahead and open this up, but I don't really want to go any deeper. Because this area is like, this up area is like the worst sub area in the game from a randomizer perspective, because it just does not have many items at all. And it just takes so long to do anything past this one room. I don't know why I came here. I really shouldn't have. Been a while since I played. And honestly, I'll probably do another trilogy marathon at some point this week before I go to my parents. Because I mean, I have a day of vacation I still need to burn. So, and that's another missile tank, which is kind of a meme at this point. So ignore that for now. You know, I say that I'm bailing out, but there's a decent chance that main cavern has my Nova beam anyways, because it's happened so often. Just because you got a meme on me. Prime Randomizer like to meme on me, so. Okay. Alright. Yeah, let's just get out of here then. Not too much else I care to do for now. Okay. Especially since, like, I really shouldn't have gone any deeper. Like, maybe I should have done the loop through the X-ray room, but after that, I should have just gone straight back to Brio because I just got ice missiles. But I kind of wanted to, like, well, or maybe I could do pirate research. That wouldn't be a bad idea, honestly. Because, like, again, I know there's a hyper item in Pirate Homeworld. And Pirate Research is also relatively dense. It's not super dense, but it's relatively dense, and I probably will find Hyper Grapple somewhere there. Brio, Cliffside, or Pirate Research? So, basically, do I go for the hints or the density is the question. The hints or the density? Oh. I'm going for density. I'm gonna go for the density play. A big reason being, there's a few things I cannot get in Pirate Research without Hazard Shield. And there's also like 1 or 2 items I can't even check without Hazard Shield. Although I need Hyper Missiles too, for Metroid Crash, but like, and I still need to find Nova Beam and Hyper Mode at the very minimum. And I don't have any intel where those are. So like, there's a decent chance they're in Rio Cliffside. And if I also stumble upon Hazard Shield, then that will make Pirate Research much cleaner. Just flow much better. Or Seekers. One of those two. Preferably Hazard Shield. So we're back here. What planet is Hyper Missile on? You should see on the screen the hints. I think it's in Elysia. I know one of Hyper Grapple or Hyper Missile is on Elysia. The other is on Pirate Homeworld. Don't remember which. Don't really care because they're basically the same item. Well, not really, but you know. Okay. Yeah. Hyper missiles are on Elysia. Hyper grapples on Pirate Homeworld. So, yep. Bottom right corner. These enemies are really annoying. Yeah, let's design some enemies where they spend 2/3 of their time just being invulnerable and you just cannot do anything to them. You can't even see them with X-rays, I think. You can't, like, track them with X-ray, which makes them just bad. Whereas other enemies that, like, teleport around in, like, Echo, for example, or Chozo Ghosts in Prime 1, you can track them with visors, but you just can't do it at all with these. Which, I mean, lore-wise makes sense, because they warp. They don't run around. But it's still pretty shitty design, in my opinion. It's pretty annoying. Okay, do that. Do that. If I had Seeker Missiles, that would actually be really nice for more pounds. Or Hyper Mode, of course. Speaking of which, we still haven't found Hyper Mode. I mean, they could be vanilla. Very unlikely, but it's possible. Let's check this out. Well, I can like to see what this is. Let's check this out. I don't want to go to fuel gel pool yet though. Yeah, okay. Energy tank, gladly take that. But I'm gonna be circling around anyways through the burrow, so there's a chance that I'll find ship grapple, and if so, then that'll make my trip to the statue head much more efficient. What's this? Tank. Vanilla E-tank. We take those. Okay. This fight coming up. I really wish I had Secret Missiles or Hyper Mode 1 or 2 for this coming up. That'll be really nice. Okay. Oh, corruption combat. I love corruption combats. Fun fact, Plasma Beam does half damage to these. So once you get Plasma Beam, your beam is actually permanently crippled against these enemies. Because it's corruption. They're heat resistant, so your Power Beam does more damage to these than your Plasma Beam does. Again, it doesn't really matter that much, because like you can just delete them with Ice Missiles anyways, or Hyper Mode, or Screw Attack. And like, so you can still set them on fire with Plasma Beam, which does damage, so it doesn't really matter that much, but it's still kind of silly. And your beams stack in this game, so like whatever beam you get is a permanent. It's permanent. Which I mean, a lot of people complain about. It's like as if it's like a flaw in the Prime series because it's not the same as the Prime 1 or 2. I don't think it's necessarily bad. Oh, that's vanilla ship. Not vanilla, but the main ship missiles. That is both good and bad. It's good because it opens up stuff. It's bad because it opens up an area I don't want to open up. So that is unfortunate. But yeah, like, I mean, it really just depends on the context of the game, really. It's not quite vanilla, but it's close enough to vanilla. And I like in the context of this game, like if it weren't for Hyper Mode, I think the stacking beam and stacking missiles works because that's how it worked in 2D games, and they complement each other in this game. It's the problem is that hyper mode exists, so they're both completely pretty much obsoleted. But like I don't think beam stacking is necessarily bad. It just comes down to the game's design in general, really, and your options. Like I think Prime 1 beams are kind of in general, because like your plasma beam is so good that you're just gonna use them on everything that's not immune to it. That's the kind of problem with Prime 1 combat. Prime 2, your beams are all very well balanced with each other, so they all have their uses. Prime 1, I mean, Wave and Ice Beam still have their uses, obviously, even after you get Plasma Beam, but like, you don't use them because because of their properties. You use them because stuff is weak, stuff is immune to Plasma, basically. And I don't think that's great, really. Whereas Prime 2, like you have pros and cons to your beam, but partially because of the ammo system as well. Because the ammo system is actually well designed in Prime 2. I mean, it's not bad in Prime 1. I just think people give Prime 2 a lot more crap than it deserves, and don't really criticize Prime 1 at all, basically. Which is why you hear me give a lot more crap to Prime 1 than Prime 2. Because it's like, it's a double standard kind of thing. It's like people give Prime 2 a lot more crap, unfair crap, so I give Prime 1 a lot more crap to compensate. Even though I fully admit that Prime 2 has its flaws as well. It's why, like, when you hear me talk about Twilight Princess or Skyward Sword, oh, come on. It's like, I like both games kind of evenly, honestly, but like, if you ever hear me criticize or talk about them, I always make it sound like I hate Twilight Princess and I love Skyward Sword. That's a missile tank. Which, I love both games, but like, it's just that Skyward Sword gets way more crap than Twilight Princess because of double standards and stuff, which is really annoying. So like, you hear me praise Skyward Sword a lot more to compensate for that, and also give Twilight Princess a lot more shit because it's overrated as fuck in many ways. But like, the reality is I like both games kind of equally for the most part. If that makes any sense. It's just like people don't like talking about Twilight. People really don't like talk about Twilight Princess's flaws or Skyward Sword's pro strengths, and so I just talk about those a lot more. Whereas people overly focus on Twilight Princess's pros and Skyward Sword's flaws a lot more, in my opinion. Oh, I don't have ship grapple. I just realized. I thought I had ship grapple, but I guess I don't. But yeah, it's a similar comparison for Prime 1 and 2, although to a lesser degree, I say. Because, yeah, like, Prime 1's the first game, so naturally people will, like, praise it to death and, like, say it's, like, the best game ever, kind of like Super Metroid, and, like, not want to, like, criticize it at all. And then Prime 2, since it's second, people give that a lot more crap. And also, since Prime 2 introduces a lot more new stuff that's not just classic copy-pasta of Super Metroid stuff, like Prime 1 is. People give that a lot more crap, despite the fact that it tries a lot more new stuff. That does work, actually, pretty well. So. That being said, Prime 2 is not without its flaws. I just don't really talk about them as much, because people already acknowledge its flaws, but not Prime 1's flaws. Hey, Uni, how's it going? Okay, so let's go ahead back to my ship and fly out. Now that I got ship missiles, I can go to Jungle Brio and check that out. I kind of don't really want to, not until I get the ship grapple. Like, I went for the density play, and I found ship missiles, but that could just be a red herring, is the thing. Because ship missiles don't do much for me, except open up Jungle Brio. But if Jungle Brio doesn't actually have anything useful, then it's just all of a waste of time. So. Yeah, like, Prime 2 gets a lot more crap than it deserves in general, even though it's my favorite. Although, I will completely admit, it's a lot more of a game that, like, you appreciate the more you know. So, like, if you just play Prime 1 once and Prime 2 once, I completely get when people strongly prefer Prime 1, because it's a much simpler game than Prime 2. But Prime 2 is like a lot more complex, both with its map design and its combat, as Prime 1 is a lot less complex, for sure. But I think Prime 1 is a lot less rewarding. Like, just in like a casual setting, it's a lot less rewarding than Prime 2. Obviously, if you're talking about a speedrunning perspective, then it's the other way around, because Prime 1's a lot more technical with the movement, but I'm talking just purely from the game design standpoint, not from a speedrunning standpoint, which is obviously different. Okay. It's like one really clever design choice that Prime 2 has is how it handles Dark Burst. Because in order to get Dark Burst, you can get naturally, you can get Dark Burst right after you get Secret Missiles. And like people, again, here's another thing. People complain about backtracking so much in Prime 2, when it really has way less backtracking in Prime 1. Backtracking for Secret Missiles, you step out of Torvis for 2 rooms, and then you go back to Torvis. Like, you go through, like, Path of Eyes and Meeting Grounds, and that's basically it. Whereas in Prime 1's case, when you have to backtrack to Space Jump, you have to go all the way through Talon Overworld, and go all the way back to Phendrana Drifts with Space Jump to get Wave Beam. It's really dumb. And it's, again, really dumb that Prime 2 gets all the shit for backtracking, but Prime 1 does not get any shit at all. It's really unfair and dumb. Which is why I complain about it all the time. But yeah, anyways, back to Prime 2. So, like, the thing about Prime 2 is that, like, once you get Secret Missiles, you, like, immediately want to go back to Lower Torvis, because, like, there's a secret door out there. But, like, as you pass by, when you, on your way to Lower Torvis, you pass by another secret door that the game tempts you with, because you want to try it out. So if you use that secret door, you open up a shortcut to Aegon. And you're like, oh, okay, well, that's an elevator Aegon. So, like, if you do that, then you're kind of rewarded, because then you want to find out where you want to use Secret Missiles and Aegon. And you also have Boost Ball and Super Missiles, which opens up a handful of items in Aegon, casually. And if you do so, you find Dark Burst, which is very good against Alpha Block, which is the next boss you're about to face. So that is, honestly, very good game design, really. Very clever game design. Now, Alpha Block being a good boss in itself is a different story, because Alpha Block is a complete ass. It's complete ass. But, like, how they place and reward you with Dark Burst is very clever. And Echo, that's like one of the Echo's best cases of, like, really good game design. And Echo just has a lot of that in general. Really. Echo's is very well designed. Now, unfortunately, I can't really say anything about Sunburst, because Sunburst would be really good against Boost Guardian and Grapple Guardian, but you can't get Sunburst casually until after those fights. After you get Power Bombs, basically, which is way too late for it to be useful. So that's, unfortunately, a noob. And, like, again, I know I'm gonna sound like a salty jerk for saying this, but unlike most people, I can actually criticize games I like a lot. And that is the case for Echo. Sunburst is very poorly placed. They really should have made it available after, like, around the same time as Echo's. So that's very silly on Echo's part. So I'm completely willing to admit that's a pretty significant flaw. There. Yeah, no, Sunburst destroys Boost Guardian. It does more than half of its health. So, like, it makes you wonder why on earth Sunburst is not available until after Power Bombs, which is honestly kind of mind-boggling. So, like, that's kind of the opposite case. Like, Dark Burst is very well designed with its placement and cleverly designed, but then Sunburst was kind of a complete afterthought, which is unfortunate. They want you to die in Boost Guardian. Yeah, Boost Guardian is a bit of a noob. It's definitely a noob. And again, like, I am fully able to criticize games that I love, and it goes as my favorite Metroid game, and Boost Guardian is, yeah. Boost Guardian was needed a lot more tweaking, to say the least. So, like, Echoes has way more bosses, clever bosses, and interesting and varied bosses, but, like, a decent chunk of them are also kind of like a slogfest or kind of, why? Although I don't think Prime 1 bosses are that much better in general either. Although I don't know why I did that, I'm not supposed to do that. But I will definitely, like, admit my biases, but I don't think I'm really that biased in Echoes' favor when I criticize it or criticize Prime 1 and make those comparisons. Like, I think the criticisms I have are very fair. And, well, relatively objective, I guess. So like here's another complaint people have about Echoes. Sky Temple keys are a pain in the ass and require backtracking, and I will admit that Echoes handles the endgame key collection the worst out of the 3 games, but I also think it is very exaggerated. Very exaggerated. So Sky Temple keys, you can only get 3 out of 9 of them before a light suit, I think, maybe 4. Basically, you can only get like 2 or 3 out of them, 2 or 3 during mid game, if that makes any sense. And like roughly 2/3 of them you cannot get until basically endgame. Prime 1's case, I counted 7 out of 12 artifacts you cannot get until Phase on Mines, basically, until late game, basically. Because like almost all of them require some form of plasma beam or grapple beam or power bombs or X-ray, as intended. And those are all very late game items. So, but it is also very silly that Prime 1 gets like, no one ever criticizes Prime 1 for that, honestly. But Prime 2 gets all the flack for that. Now, to be fair, again, oh, are you serious? To be fair, are you serious? Well, we need Hazard Shield. Cool. To be fair, like, yeah, all the artifacts in Phendrana Dress all require Plasma Beam. All of them. Like, Phendrana's Edge requires Plasma Beam Power Bombs. Chozo Ice Temple requires Plasma Beam. Control Tower requires Plasma Beam. As intended, I should say. They all require a Plasma Beam. So, like, really, that's a fourth of the artifacts in the game. And that is really not much better than requiring a Light Suit. So, like, it is honestly very unfair for Prime 2. That Prime 2 gets all the shit for the SDKs, but Prime 1 gets praised all the time for it. It's really dumb. And, like, I'm like, obviously from a speedrunning standpoint, you can get most of them pretty early. Oh, hi there. But, like, I'm talking of more, like, from a casual perspective, really. Because, like, they absolutely suck a lot more than Echoes if we were talking from a speedrunning perspective, but that's not really legit criticism from a game design standpoint, in my opinion, really. So yeah, 7 out of 12 artifacts you cannot get. That is almost 2/3 of them. Like, yeah, that's almost 2/3 of the artifacts you cannot get until late game in Prime 1. That's about the same ratio as Prime 2. Just not much worse. Prime 2 is, like, slightly worse by, like, 1 artifact or Sky Temple key. And that's about it. So, like, really, Prime 1's not much better about the endgame key collection, if you think about it. It's less obvious, I guess, but, like, it's also really not, objectively not much better about it. But Prime 2 gets all the flack, and that's why I get really annoyed with the double standards like that, because that's just a clear double standard, in that case. That I get annoyed by, so. Prime 3 kind of has the opposite problem, but, like, I still like how Prime 3 handles energy cells a lot. F. But yeah, like, double standards. Double standards all over the place, and it sucks. And that's why you hear me complain about it all the time. Because it's absolutely a double standard. Not that Prime 2 is without flaw, obviously it is. My complaint is, like, when people give Prime 2 crap for stuff that Prime 1 also has an issue with. I'm floating! I'm floating! I'm floating. Okay, bye. Bye. I don't actually want to activate these because I kind of need these to get out of here. But I do have Nova Beam, so I can check out what this item is. Alright. Let's see what's up here. That's the magic number for me, personally, so yeah, that's nice. Now, that means I'm just not gonna bother with core anymore. So, there's a door that's blocking me because I have never opened it up right now. And this is not in logic, but I'm kind of breaking logic. Because if I try to go that way right now, then I'm gonna get blocked off because there's a door that I was supposed to open up from the start of Pirate Research. But activating this cutscene, it forces me out here. And No fight, apparently. Okay. Sure, why not? So now I can actually full clear Valhalla. No, I can't full clear it. I don't have Secret Missiles. But I still want to do Valhalla. I can do almost all of it and then get the pirate code. So. That would be nice. Alright, I'm gonna need to get some water, so I'll be back. Yeah, I think that's sort of a problem as well. Like, corruption I mean, I don't think it's necessarily, like, strictly a bad thing, I guess. Make the game easier if you get those E-Tanks thrown at you. But, like, at the same time, it also just feels less rewarding when you, like, do go out of your way to look for stuff, because you're usually not really gonna find much. That's also another criticism I have about Dread. It's a kind of a minor criticism, but it is a criticism nonetheless. Like, because, like, with Dread, like, in my first playthrough with Dread, and I did mention this in my stream when I played Dread, I'm not, okay, well, if you've never played, okay, so if you've never played Dread, I'm not gonna like say any major spoilers, but I will say that this is like a slight gameplay pattern I'll mention, where like I thoroughly like there was a lot of times where I went out of my way to explore other areas, like backtrack and explore it, but I was not very well rewarded, and that's the problem I have with it, because like there's like almost no, I don't think I found like a single energy tank by exploring, except for like very late game. I found like 2. So like in other words, it's really difficult to like. It's hard. You don't really have as much of a reward for going out of your way to look for stuff in Dread, is what I'm saying. And that's the main thing I really want to say. So kind of a big thing, big criticism. Like you'll get like an occasional energy part here and there, but So like that's the problem. Like if you're having a lot of trouble with some bosses, well, going back and exploring is really not going to help you much, because you're not going to find extra energy things. And I think that's the problem. Hi there! I'm glad I came here. So, like, I think that is kind of a legitimate flaw with Dread there. Like, I guess that was also their way of, like, trying to balance the combat, because I, like, knew that you would have exactly this many tanks. But I also feel like they should have had, like, more options for, like, players who are struggling more to, like, feel rewarded by exploring more. Because, like, there's very little of that in, Dread. I still had a lot of fun with it, don't get me wrong, because I'm a freaking filthy completionist, but, like, at the same time, it just wasn't very rewarding, like, go out of my way to re-explore. Because, like, almost every energy tank you get in Dread is in your face. Like, you just cannot miss them. Honestly, even more so than Corruption. Like, almost every energy tank you get in Dread is just outright in your face. Like, you just cannot miss them. They're more obvious than in Corruption, honestly. Like there's one in, there's a one right before, like, when you're exiting Kataris, that's in your face right after you press the button. There's one as you exit Ellen that's also in your face as you exit. The first one is obviously in your face as you exit. They are very obvious. I'm talking about energy tanks though, not the energy parts. Energy parts is a different story. Energy parts are a different story. I think there's like only like 2 energy tanks in the entire game that you have to go out of your way for, and the rest of them are in your way. Like, literally on your screen as you go through the main game. What you're talking about is probably the energy tank parts, which is a different story, I'll say. Because they are kind of well spread out in that sense. And I don't like mind the concept of them, really. They're basically art pieces. But like again, I feel like you don't even get that many energy parts if you go out of your way to explore either. There's probably like 2 or 3 I got, and that's about it. But I could be remembering wrong. But basically, like my point is, there isn't really too much reward, I guess, for going out of your way to explore. Whereas like in Echoes' case, Dark Burst again is that one thing that I mentioned that's clearly intentionally designed specifically like that. Or like if you dip into like this area that you can't really do much in, but there's like an extra E-tank, then you get rewarded for that in Echoes. For Mineshaft is an example, for example. Mineshaft is an example. Chozo. Not Chozo, Aegon. So I do hope they like improve on that a bit more next time. But it's ultimately kind of minor, so it's not really that big of a deal, I'll say. Where is my hyper mode? Oh my god. Jeez. I've been kind of avoiding fire and jungle Brio, but I guess I'm just gonna have to do it. Yes, I can full clear this. Okay. What happens if you go to face without the PED suit? I don't remember. That's a Dark Zero question. I know this has been asked before. I just don't remember. But it has definitely been asked before. So I apologize, but I do not know. If you, maybe ask again next time I stream this, because I definitely want to do another one of these this week before I go out for vacation. That's just the missile tank. Okay. So this has been available for quite a while. I've just been kind of putting it off because I've had like other better options the entire time. It's a missile tank. I feel like there's like a way to see what this is again, where it is, but I'm trying to remember how to do it. I don't remember. Let's get it. So keep in mind, I had an Elysia start, so I actually do not need hyper mode to do stuff on Elysia. I've already have landing side A open because I started there. No! Oh god, the bomb jump bailed me out. Oh my god, the bomb jump bailed me out. Oh. Oh, what the fuck? He's been here this entire time. Ah! I could have gotten this like an hour and a half ago. I could have gotten this like an hour and a half ago. I'm not even memeing. Yeah, this was available for a very long time. I mean, I'm gonna be real here though. Like, this has never really been an appealing area to go to, just because I've had other better options and the hint system as well. Yeah, this was available right after I left Elysia. It's just that I had so many other options that were better or dense. Although now that I think about it, I probably shouldn't have put up Fire Brio too much, because I did have Boost Ball and Screw Attack and Spider Balls, meaning I could have at least done Ice Brio really quickly too, pretty efficiently. So, like, I just completely forgot Ice Brio was a thing. Alright, well then. What we need to find. Go mode is Hyper Ball. And okay, basically every hyper item. we have no intel on what hyper ball is. That's the problem. We do know that hyper missiles are somewhere in Elysia and hyper grapple is somewhere in Cardinal. I don't mind it. I think it's just fine as just a short Easter egg kind of area. Just don't need to do this. And that's about it. It would be kind of repetitive to have just another ice area again in the Prime game. Oh no, yeah, no, I did see hyper grapple. Yes, I can get that now. I'm not in a rush to get it because it's LOL hyper grapple. It's a freaking meme, but I can get that anytime now. I'd rather go there once I have hyper missiles, because then I can check Metroid Crash. The only way for that to actually be needed is if Metroid Crash. The room with the Metroid Hatcher also has hyper ball. Don't need that. I don't need that. Okay. Well, Ice Brio was a dud. But we know. So we really just need to find Hyper Ball. Hyper Ball is like the main complete unknown. Since we're in Fire Brio, we might as well clear it out, because that's probably like around 4 or 5 items I can clear out. Just a little bit tedious. But that's okay. That's okay. So we're basically on the hunt of Hyper Ball somewhere. And then Hyper Missile somewhere in Delicia. Oh my god. Yeah, they could all 3 Leviathan boss seeds could have my hyper items. Not even memeing. Like, it is very much possible. It's very, very unlikely. But it is absolutely possible for Moganar to have Hyper Ball, Helios to have Hyper Missiles, and Ridley to have Hyper Grapple. Because those are the vanilla locations for that super. Oh dear. Oh dear. It is possible. Very unlikely, but it is possible. Is one of them dead? I don't think any of them are dead. I have hyper mode. What am I doing? Corruption combat. Oh, you're right. Yeah. I keep forgetting I've already seen hyper grapple. Silly. Yeah. So yeah, Omega really is absolutely. Oh, Omega really could have hyper ball. Omega really could have hyper ball. So he's not dead. But Omega really could have hyper ball. Yeah. Could have our last ball. Imagine we get like all of our ball upgrades within the first 20 minutes and then we don't get hyper ball until it's go mode. That's yeah. You can see why I kind of put off Fire Brio for a while because doing all this is slow. There is a out of balance you can do to skip all this, although it's not really. It's like 30 seconds faster or something. But I'm not familiar with it, so I'm not doing it. And I always also like arbitrary. I know I talk shit about people who talk shit about out of balance. Yes, I know what I just said. But at the same time, like I feel like out of balance also breaks a lot of randomizer logic in Prime games. I feel like to a degree. More so than, in not many cases, more than how individual tricks work. But it's kind of different in a randomizer, but yeah. I don't know. I'm always on the fence about that. Obviously, if I were like in a race or something, then hands down, I would absolutely use out of bounds. Assuming it's allowed. Maybe I could do this. Maybe just like a that platform is what I'm thinking. Oh my god. Leave me alone, please. This is a nice platform you can use as a shortcut if you have space jump and screw attack. Because then you can just kind of skip that little morphle puzzle. Screw attack back up here. So that's nice. Okay. Now we get to see some chests. F. F. Okay. Hyper mode. Alright, dead. God, the lag. Alright, if you've never seen a corruption randomizer before, don't blink. Don't blink. Alright. Hi, Rundus. Do. Jam. Do. F. Oh no, that is not what I want to see. This is unironically, I do not want to see this. I mean, it's more important than you think, but at this point when I'm just hunting for one item, I do not want to see this. This is the worst possible item to find at this point. Oh god. That's a missile tank. That's a missile tank. Okay. Like that just unlocked like 5 more items I have to check in Brio that take forever, and I just do not want to. Like normally I would appreciate seeing this. It was earlier, but not when I'm on a single item hunt, basically. And it's just oof to see. Oof. Also means Helios. It also means Helios is now illogical. I know, it just opened up Helios. Well, no, it didn't. I need Hyperball. I do need Hyperball. But if I do find Hyperball, then it is possible. It is absolutely possible for that to happen. Oh dear. Oh dear. Rundus, why you do this? Why you do this, Rundus? Okay, so I think this area is entirely full cleared. Or and slash checked. Yeah, I'm done. I've checked. I've gotten and or checked everything. Yes, I do need Seekers for Helios. So basically, if Helios has my hyper missiles, then this game really hates me. This randomizer really hates me. And it will probably take an extra hour, like not even exaggerating. Helios is by far the worst check in the game. If not the worst check in the entire trilogy. If not the worst check in all Metroid games. I'm not even exaggerating. Helios is so bad. Like I struggle to think of a single check in any randomizer that is as bad as Helios. Like it is probably as bad as like Cave of Ordeals from Wind Waker. Honestly, like not even memeing. It is legitimately probably as bad as Cave of Ordeals from Wind Waker if you have that turned on. It is so bad. Okay, well, no, it wouldn't be as bad as that. But there's a reason why long side quests. There's a reason why long side quests is an option in Wind Waker, and like Helios is like almost as bad as those long side quests. I'd probably say it's probably as bad as the Korok quest from Wind Waker Rando. I'd probably say that. Yeah, I'd probably say it's about as bad as the Korok quest, but not Cave of Ordeals. If I had to estimate. Yeah, that's the thing about Helios. Like, so for Helios, what you have to do is you need a lot of items to do it in the first place. So you need Hyper Mode, Hyper Mode, Hyper Ball. You need Seeker missiles, so both Seekers and Ice missiles, and the missile launcher, and you need Boost Ball, and bombs, and plasma. You need basically almost every single item in the tracker. That's basically not a late game item. You need to get Ship Grapple, which is kind of a relatively, it's an item that like you don't really need for too much else. It's needed for like 5 things in Brio, but that's about it. So, and Secret Missiles, which is also not an item you need for much else. So you kind of need 2 items that aren't used for much else. So that alone makes it really terrible. And then you need to assemble the bomb part, So you need you need ship grapple. You need to assemble the bomb part, which is all the way in the East Elysia. Get the first two bomb parts there, and then go all the way back to main Elysia. Get the third bomb part there without using your ship a single time in the middle. Otherwise, you have to redo the bomb collection. Once you do that, you need to plant. You need to go back and forth between the Spire and the AU unit about 3 times and plant the bomb and activate that quest. Once you've done that, you need to actually defend the bomb part. Once you've done that, you need to escape the bomb part, because that's an escape sequence. Once you've done that, you need to fly to Helios and actually fight him. It is so bad. So bad. It is so bad, but also so unlikely. I've had only one seed that required Helios. Have I? I mean, I've definitely fought Helios before as a meme, but I don't remember if I've actually ever required Helios in a seed. I don't think so. I've seen DCR. I've seen DCR have a seed where Helios is required. I don't think I've ever actually required needing Helios though. But it's so bad. It is so bad. How do I kill this boss today? I forgot to make a poll for that. It's a little late, and I kind of want to get the seeds done over with, honestly. So I'm not gonna make a poll this time. But maybe next time. What's a funny way to kill this boss? So like this boss is really funny because like the question isn't what works on it. The better question is what doesn't work on it. That's the better question. So I want to make sure I don't spam on beam because I will accidentally one-shot it. I could potentially one-shot it because if you shoot that with X-ray, without X-ray actually, you kill it instantly. I kind of don't want to do that because what's the fun in that? I'm trying to stun it. I think I'll just hyper mode. Hyper mode does Nova. So there we go. Oh yeah, I need to bomb it. I like how I'm using hyper mode specific to not one-shot it. Alright. This is my favorite way to kill the boss in the game. Whee! Oh my god. You can do that to enemies too. Like they die very quickly. This is one interesting balancing way they balance the grapple voltage. Because like you kill them so much more quickly if you pump them with your own health. The downside is that you're using your own health. Whereas if you try to drain health from an enemy, you get health out of it, but it's also takes a lot longer. So like it's actually kind of one of the few things they actually balance pretty well with this game. It's a Dragon kill from Super Metroid. I never thought of it that way, but you're not wrong. Other things that work on Korak. Boost Ball. Oh, hello there. Boost Ball works. Screw Attack works. Nova Beam works. Hyper Ball works. I'm trying to go... Nova Beam one-shots it. Did I mention Screw Attack? Screw Attack works. Unfortunately, ship missiles do not work. Well, as Dark Zero said again, enemies default to having 100% vulnerability to weapons. So, like, it's obviously an effort to make them immune to things that wouldn't matter and casually. Although there's also although the fact that like it had a weakness, Nova, suggests that they likely wanted to, what's it called? They like planned out the boss before deciding where to put it. If that makes any sense. Either that, or they like originally planned that boss to be like near end game, or maybe they intended for you to get Nova Beam Modular earlier. I don't know. It is, but yeah, I never thought of it that way. But it is basically the Dragon super kill. Yeah, I think DCR was streaming once, and like he learned that Boost Ball destroys Korak as well. Like you don't have to stun it to kill it with Boost Ball. You just boost underneath it and you damage it per frame. Now it takes a while. You can kill it like 2 or 3 boosts, and it takes a while because it's hard to hit with it unless you stun it. But it's still really funny. It's still pretty funny. I love this game. This game's great. It has its flaws, and I do think it is the most flawed of the 3 primes, but that doesn't make it bad. Doesn't mean it's bad. It's a solid game. Oh yeah, if ship missiles worked, then you would be able to use them in vanilla, because you need ship missiles to get in there in the first place. Yeah, that's a fair point. Hey. Hey. There we go. Alright. Okay. Please be Hyperball. Please be Hyperball. Please be Hyperball. Yeah, they like... Ship missiles are really interesting as a concept. It's just too bad they're just useless. I honestly don't really need that. If I didn't have Hazard Kit, I'd consider getting it, but at this point I don't need it. Like, cause like they're obviously supposed to be like your replacement for power bombs, which, if you think about it, is honestly pretty creative. They're like this game has a lot of creative stuff. It's just too bad they are not very well implemented. And I would like for them to like return to some of the ideas of this game at some point. Like ship missiles are better than power bombs. They kill everything. They don't just kill anything near you. They kill everything. The problem is you just can't use them anywhere like you can with power bombs. But like they are basically supposed to be the replacement of power bombs, as evidenced by the fact that they boom stuff like power bombs, and you have capacity for them like power bombs, and you get expansions for them like power bombs. So I wouldn't say they have quite a lot of uses, but there are like 2 or 3 spots where they're kind of nice to use. Like I actually made use of it once in this stream just now, like 10 minutes ago. In the room where you use the ship missiles to blow up the wall, I use another ship missile to kill the Berserker Lord. Just get it out of the way. And it is a nice way, it is another nice use for a ship missile, just because it's convenient and quick. Let me take the ship missile out of the ship and throw it at things. So I kind of glitched the game because I blew up the second turret when you're supposed to blow up the first then the second. Because when you blow up the second turret, the game thinks you blew up both of them up. But the room layers are a little bit messed up, so I kind of had to re-enter the room before I can actually boom this. And I really hope I don't need this, because the entire point of this is to open up Moganar. But I really hope I don't need it. We'll see. Let's see. So I can go to Pirate Homeworld and get Hyper Grapple. The problem with that, though, is that I can't really do much else with that, and it's not like I'm in a rush to get Hyper Grapple anyways. So I'm like kind of putting that off for now. Where can Hyper Ball be? Yes. I should look for Hyper Missile. The problem with that, though, is that there aren't many locations where that Hyper Missile can be in. It's the problem. There aren't many locations that it can be in the first place. Because I've cleaned up 70% of main Elysia. So for all I know, and it's more likely than not that I need Hyper Ball to get hyper missiles. Let's do it though. It could be on the way to a missile, so like that would absolutely make it. Yeah, that's a fair point. So basically, the only like area that I can actually get much out of is the vanilla Spider Ball location, and that's it. Like that's the only item I can really get in Elysia, and that's only 2 checks. So I'm basically making this giant detour to Elysia for only 2 checks left in the game, and I meant to save. That's why I was kind of hesitant to come here, because it's so unlikely that I find hyper missiles here. Because I can only get 2 checks. Okay, save. check it out then. I already got the big tracks. The big tracks was very early, which actually was just a mistake. Yep. I think you came in to see pretty late, so I don't blame you for not knowing that. The first entire hour was just trying to puzzle my way out of Elysia, which was honestly very fun. Very difficult, but also very fun. The Elysia starts are honestly pretty interesting. Okay. All the rest in Norian. There are 2 checks left in Norian that I do not know of. 2 checks left in Norian. Pirate Research has nothing I can get, except for Hyper Grapple. Pirate Mines I can get 3 checks? I think. I don't know why I'm doing this. I should just do this instead. Pirate Mines has 3 checks, I think. But it's the mines. It just takes forever to do to even look at all 3 of those checks. So it's very. Norian will be a lot better. Like, I definitely prefer just going straight to Norian before checking out Pirate Homeworld. Since I recently got Ship Grapple, I can do basically the rest of Brio Cliffside. Cliffside. Oh no, there's the hyper mode area, which is 3 checks. 3 checks there. So I think that's gonna be the next target to go to. So that's I can do that because there's like the entire area where you need grapple swing typically. Not grapple swing, a hyper mode, but I didn't get hyper modes for recently because I'm stupid. So yeah, Cliffside Brio. Don't really want to bother with the grapple stuff if I can help it. It's so much effort for checks really. Norian and Brio are my top options for sure. Really? Okay. Cliffside Brio and Norian are by far my best options. There's still 1 check in Valhalla I have not collected, which is Medlab Alpha. That's the check that's behind a secret door and requires a lot of energy cells, which I have enough of at this point, so that's not a big deal.
Ship priority status alert.
Because I have energy cells I need for
Armor
that.
taking damage.
Energy cell. Okay. That was junk. Yeah, so Cliffside Brio is definitely my next best option. Also, if I'm there, I might as well plant the Golem Head. Get 1 more check. So that's gonna be 3 fast-ish checks, and then a slower 4th check. That sets up for the battery, which I really don't want to do. That is like last resort. Yeah, yeah, Hyper Ball is needed for a Hyper Missile, so I need to find Hyper Ball somewhere. Yeah, so Brio's next. So Cliffside Brio, there's 3 checks I can get, and then if those don't give me Hyper Ball, then I can plant the Golem Head, and that's effectively 1 slow check, and set up for one of the worst checks in the game. Hyper Missiles, yeah, Hyper Missiles technically lock Metroid Crash, which is 1 check, but since all I need is Hyper Ball and Hyper Grapple, and I know where Hyper Grapple is, it can't do it. Like, Hyper Missiles effectively can't lock anything meaningful now. They can't lock me anything meaningful, and I don't know why I'm going this way. They could lock 1 item, but like, since you need Hyper Ball to get Hyper Missiles, the only thing Hyper Missiles could lock is Hyper Grapple, but we know where that is anyways, so that check is dead. Okay. Ugh. Okay, so Cliffside Brio it is. And I could also just fight Moganar. I could always fight Moganar. It could be Vanilla Hyper Ball, for all I know. He could have Vanilla Hyper Ball. It is very absolutely possible. Is there an item near Hyper Grapple left? No. No. Nothing that I don't know about. Yeah, like there's no reason for me to rush for Hyper Grapple. Although there's no reason for me to put it off either, to be fair. Oh, no, there is reason for me to put it off, because if I go get Hyper Grapple after Hyper Missiles, then I have a cleaner path to the Leviathan. Because I can just take the Trans Station to Command. So yes, I want to put off Hyper Grapple as much as possible. Because if I find Hyper Missiles, then I can go get Hyper Grapple, that'll open up Metroid Crash, which will open up the Trans Station to, Train Station. Tran, whatever, to Fire Command. Which I need to go there anyways for endgame stuff. So yes, I do have reason to put that off. Alright, so since we know that Hyper Mode has been available to us for a very long time, if Hyper Ball is here, I will be very sad. Very sad. Nope. Alright, Oh, I don't know if that actually kills them. Alright, boop. Yeah, it's actually pretty nice. Like, you could, it's faster to kill them with like hyper mode and stuff, obviously, but like at the very least, you could just move straight to the statue while you're booming stuff. Ship missiles, so that is also another factor. Although not obviously, not possible in a vanilla game, obviously. That's a nice bonk. Yeah, you can ship missiles pretty much every outdoor room in Rio, honestly. Like, you can ship missile this. Although it only works if there's like bigger enemies in the area. Just doing it again, because why not? It just gets these enemies out of my head. And it actually did not kill that Reptilicus. Yup, ship missile's good, everyone. Ship missile's good. Didn't even kill everything. Jeez. Goodness. This way. Okay. Alright, we're back here. Ugh. How do full-time streamers do this? Streaming every day like this, goodness. Mad respect. I mean, I'm having fun, don't get me wrong. But I'm also definitely getting pretty exhausted. And this is why I do not never want to be a full-time streamer. If I actually cared about being a full-time streamer, then I would still be speedrunning Metroid games, because that's what got me a bazillion views back in the day. Not obviously that's not what I do. And I'm very glad I don't. So I actually have gotten burned out. Alright, so that was garbage as well. And I want to plant the Golem Head though, just in case the battery is a check. Hopefully not. Really hope not. You need a consistent income is also very nice, not gonna lie. I don't envy full-time streamers for that. I am very glad about. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I definitely am privileged to be a developer because I definitely have very reliable income for my job. So I'm definitely I acknowledge that kind of privilege I have, and I do not. And like having something that makes me way less money, that's also much less consistent, and relies on like people basically giving me money in a sense, would not be good for my anxiety. So, come on, thank you. Imagine a Hyperball isn't an awful energy. It could be. Hyperball could be basically anywhere in Brio, really. We need to open this up, but we can't go back out because the battery is blocking us. So in other words, to plant the battery, we need to go back to Jungle Brio, go all the way to the end of Jungle Brio, get the battery, then go through this path and plant the battery. And the battery check is also one of the worst checks in the game. It's not Helios bad. It's not Helios bad or Omega Ridley bad. Omega Ridley's not as bad as Helios, but it's still kind of bad. It's not as bad as those two bosses, but it's probably the worst check after them too. Battery. It's less bad if you like do Jungle Brio with Chip Grapple, because then you can kind of like clean up Jungle Brio as you prepare for the battery, and that's nowhere near as bad. Like chances are you're not going to be able to do that usually. So that is an E-tank you are rewarded for if you explore early. To be fair, like if you decide to just like piece. Like, if you just got... You can get that as early as, like, before Helios. You don't need Secret Missiles for that either. You can just... As long as you have Plasma, Boost Ball, and Ship Grapple, you can get that pretty early. So you are pretty well rewarded for that if you just decided to peace out. Well, you need Screw Attack too, obviously, but yeah. Orion it is. Okay. Honestly, it is a really cool, clever use of Ship Grapple, in my opinion, and I think it's pretty neat. Ship Grapple is like, it's even if you know how to SSJ, it's surprisingly useful in a rando, and like if you don't know how to SSJ, it's even more important because Ship Grapple alone blocks like half of East Skytown, because you need it to access like the Xeno research labs and pretty much everything there in East Skytown. F. On top of like locking like 4 or 5 items in Brio. Like you'd be surprised how much Ship Grapple locks in Brio. Like it doesn't sound like much because like if it seems like it just locks that one puzzle thingy, like the battery and that E-tank. But then you realize it also locks the item behind the Golem Head, the item in the cage as you plant the Golem Head. So that's already 4 checks in Brio locked by Ship Grapple. So like you'd be surprised how important it is in a rando. So like that's 4 items that are basically hard locked by Ship Grapple. No matter what tricks you know, you have to have Ship Grapple for them. And then if you don't know tricks, then it's like 6 or 7 more items in East Skytown. Alright, water time. I should have gotten more ship missile tanks. I should have gotten more ship missile tanks. All right, boom. Wait, I swear I just picked the drop off. Guess not. Yeah, I guess I did. Tip to myself: I should try to get like 4 or 5 ship missiles just so I can just leave my controller and get some water safely while just holding the Z button. Oh, time for the worst mini boss ever designed in all the Prime games. Except for one thing that they thankfully did. Bye. Thank goodness you can do that. This boss is so bad. Like, you just cannot dodge half his attacks. It's so bullshit. But thankfully, you are never required to kill one before Nova Beam. Like, there is never a scenario where you have to kill a Metroid Hatcher before Nova Beam. A lot of people think, when I say this, people think I'm wrong because they think of the Metroid Crush. Metroid Hatcher, no, you never need to kill that. That one's completely optional. You never need to kill it. It is nice to kill because it opens up a shortcut, but you never need to kill that one, ever. I think you never need to kill any at all. No, you have to kill the one in Valhalla, but in order to get to that one, you need Nova Beam anyways. I one-shot it with Nova Beam. So when you have Nova Beam, has the property of piercing through phasite. And some enemies are protected by phasite. So with those kinds of enemies, like the Metroids in this game and the Omega and the Phazon elites, and those Metroid Hatchers, if you use X-ray, you can see their weak point, and if you shoot Nova Beam at that weak point and you hit, it dies in one hit. And that works for like a lot of enemies. Yeah. It's like Nova Beam is really cool. Like, it's basically like a sniper-based plasma beam from the 2D games, if that makes any sense. It's really cool, honestly. I mean, so didn't get any goodies. Okay. What options do we have left? Oh my god. Oh. I saved, didn't I? I did save. Okay. Did I save? Okay, I'm gonna double check. I'm gonna save just in case. Options. Moganar. Battery. Valhalla. Pirate Mines. Those are my options. Those are my options. I still have a good number of options. I kind of want to put... Oh. Okay, if I'm gonna go to the mines, then I'm better off getting Hyper Grapple now. So let's get that out of the way. Mines is density, but it is also very long density. But like, it's not like my logic behind going into mines now is like it's not really that bad because like I'm gonna have to detour a little bit for Hyper Grapple to be fair, but like I need to get it anyways. And like I have to go to Pirate Command with Hyper Grapple to control the Leviathan battleship. And the hologram for controlling the Leviathan battleship is right by the entrance to mines anyways. So that's my logic behind prioritizing the mines right now. And the mines, which I've already entered in this stream, I've only checked one item. There are 3 more items unaccounted for. They're really they're annoying to check. They're really annoying to check, but it is 3 checks. And then if they are duds, then I can just fly out. So yeah, that's, and then, oh. If that doesn't give me a Hyper Ball, then legitimately my only options left are Valhalla, which sucks, Battery, which sucks more, and Moganar, which also sucks. Battery's probably the worst of them, really, at this point. So I'll probably do Moganar, then Valhalla, then Battery. And if Hyper Ball's on Battery, so if I have, So basically, if the hyperball is on battery, then I just last checked it. I just did last check. That would suck. Yeah, like that's the thing. Like, yeah, we'll see. So I'm just here just to get hyper grapple, and that's it. This seed certainly has been a thing. We're 7 hours in. Oh god. See, this I've known about for a while, but I'm just getting it now because I kind of wanted to put this off, since if I put it off, well, after getting hyper missiles, I can just go straight to the fire command. But at this point, given how much more appealing the mines option is, like right now. Oh my, oh no, oh no. Omega Ridley can have Hyperball. Omega Ridley could have Hyperball too. That is an option. That is an option. Oh no, I forgot. That is an option. Omega Ridley is absolutely an option. Also, I don't know why I'm going this way. I really shouldn't be going this way. Omega Ridley is absolutely worse than battery. Omega Ridley, at this point, will be the worst option. Like, I will battery before Omega Ridley. Although, maybe it's not as bad, because, like, I have to go to Power Command anyways. But no, it's worse, it's definitely worse. I have had something on him before. Let me look for a tweet that I made that is very quality memes. Okay. I feel like I had a tweet this at some point. I'm gonna see if I can find it. KirbymastaH corruption. I made a really silly tweet, funny tweet. It's a picture. Ah, there it is. I found it. That's the tweet I made. So if you want to see, if you're wondering what that tweet is, that first check on the left side is Hyper Grapple in MedLab Alpha. That is the worst check in Valhalla, because that logically requires all 9 energy cells and Seeker missiles. And by the time you can go there, you've probably already collected the code. So you've literally just made a detour to one area just for that one check. It's terrible. The second screenshot is Omega Ridley, Hyperball, and Omega Ridley. So and you need Hyper Grapple to get out of Omega Ridley, just FYI. And then Hyper Missiles on Moginar, which you need Hyperball to get out of. So yeah, that happened a while ago. That was a complete meme of a seed. It's pretty quality, not gonna lie. It was pretty hilarious. Alright, let's go to Power Command. Oh. Ugh. Still at it right now. This corruption seed is at this point, this corruption seed will have taken twice as long than a Prime 1 seed. Not even meaning. Yeah, I'm not gonna have to. Yeah, that's true. Okay, how can I do this? Yeah, I've already opened up all of the locks in this area. I have Nova. Yeah, I can just go straight this way. I may actually fight all 3 of them in the seed if worse comes to worse, but they can't all be required. Like, I may end up checking Moginar, he doesn't have Hyperball, and then checking Omega Ridley, he might have Hyperball, and then Hyper Missiles on Helios. And if that's the case, then you will have seen me do all 3 bosses in this stream. Although Moganar would not have been required. Because I will absolutely do Moganar before. I'd strongly prefer to do Moganar before Omega, really. He's already unlocked. So that's why, like, Moganar's not too bad to do, honestly. It's like, yeah, on paper, in the vacuum, he does take a long time to set up. But, like, destroying the turret in Jungle Brio is, like, something you do anyways while cleaning up that area. So it's not a big deal. And in Fire Brio, if you cleared out Fire Brio, you can also just blow up the turret there anyways, as well. So, like, unlocking him is convenience if you've already cleared out, if you're clearing out Jungle and Fire Brio. So, like, which is why Moganar is not too bad. Shout out to one of the very few things in the game that requires bombs that is not a bomb slot. Yes, that just hard requires bombs to go through. How is the seat still alive? The seat is still going. Thanks.
Samus, we have gained. Now we'll be able to. It's time to end.
Yes. It is absolutely time to end this. Thank you, Dane. Thank you, Admiral Dane. I would like to end this before the 8-hour mark. Yes, please. Oh, God. Don't get me wrong though. Like, this has definitely been exhausting and tiring, and I'm admittedly tedious at times, but I still am having a blast with this. So, which is kind of what matters. Alright, so that's something you have to do to prep endgame, and now I can go straight to phase, although I kind of don't have hyper ball items, which you need to go through phase, which is why I need hyper mode items. They're my go mode. But like, this takes me straight to mines, which is why I'm like prioritizing the mines now. It's sort of convenient to go to. Right after you control the Leviathan. Well, don't get me wrong, the mines suck. It's by far the worst sub-area in the game. Worst region in the game in terms of like density and time taken and stuff. Because the mines only have 4 items, I think. It takes a while to go there, and it takes a while to even see most of the items in the first place. And one of the items in the game is one of the worst tricks in the game. Which I hope it isn't. Although I sort of hope it is, because that means I can just get this done and over with. I'd rather it be there, since I'm there anyways, than on Moganar or something, because I'm already here. But let's not jinx myself. Remember that time where we were looking for grapple lasso and we didn't get grapple lasso until about an hour in? Yeah, I remember those times. I remember. I remember. Oh. Oh, good thing we have shield. We don't have to care about skipping this. But fun fact, you can ship missile that once you disable the defense. And it's an achievement. Missile's useful. Please don't be hyperball. Please don't be hyperball. Oh, thank goodness. god, thank god. Okay. Actually, let's see what this is really quickly. Hyperball. E-tank. Kind of useless at this point. Alright. This is looking like a dud. If this is not Hyperball, this is looking like a dud. Okay, so most, fun fact, most things that you can just shoot with Nova Beam through Phase Eye, you do not actually need X-Ray Visor, typically. Like the Phase Eye wall that I shot, it doesn't check for X-Ray Visor, you can just shoot it blindly and you'll hit it eventually. That drill I just blew up does check for X-Ray Visor. It does hard require X-Ray Visor, even if you're hitting that. Hyperball? Fuck. Dang it, 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 dang it. Ah. Well, this was a dud. Alright, so we have a bazillion terrible one-off checks left in the game. Omega Ridley, Battery, Moganar, Medlab Alpha. I don't know. I feel like it's between Moganar and Medlab Alpha. Those are the two checks I can think of that are definitely, they're both definitely less bad than Omega Ridley. You go to work before I get hyper. Yeah, that's the thing. I still need to find hyper missiles. Keep that in mind. I still need to find hyper missiles. I don't know where they are. I know they're somewhere in Elysia, but I don't know where they actually are. So keep that in mind. I still have to hunt for hyper missiles once I find my hyper ball wherever it is.
Received.
But at least I've done the endgame stuff at least and prepped that. Okay. I don't remember if I saved. I'll just do Medlab Alpha. Because I don't remember if I saved, and just do this now. I need to be careful with the Moganar choice, because like if I go to Moganar and he doesn't give me Hyperball, that's a soft lock, because you need Hyperball to get out. But I don't remember if I actually saved just before, so I'm just like, well, let's just go with Medlab Alpha first. This check sucks. Hyperball, and this is sort of why I would like a hint for Hyperball as well. Like it honestly kind of serves a similar purpose to Hyper Missiles. Hyper Grapple if Elysia's already open, pretty much. A similar purpose, a little bit more important, but still similar. Oh, that would be nice. That alone wouldn't actually narrow down like all my terrible options right now. Down to like 2 maybe. Because out of the 4 terrible options, 2 are on Brio, 1's on Valhalla, 1's on Fire Helmet. Although this was definitely the best option now that I think about it. Because coming up here doesn't take that long, and I can at least look at it before committing to it, and if it's not Hyperball, then I can just reset. So yeah, this is definitely the best option. Although no matter where it is, I'm just gonna be like, are you fucking kidding me? No matter what. Are you fucking kidding me? It was here this entire time. It was here this entire time. It's a good thing I have energy cells. So, this seed logically required all 9 energy cells for getting Hyperball. Just FYI. This logically requires all 9 energy cells. Yeah, that's why this check is really annoying, because like you need secret missiles to look at this, and secret missiles are not an item you would get early on typically. And I only got secret missiles pretty recently. Also, that item is actually a fake. All right, no Moganar, no Omega Ridley. It's just GTFO and go to Elysia. Oh. Freedom! 2 more Elysia, I guess. All right. Oh no, Alka, please don't joke about that. I should ban you for that. I should actually ban you for that. Didn't Miguel find a way to clip through this without Hyperball, now that I think about it? If so, maybe I should... I don't think that's in logic, but... maybe that should maybe be worth considering adding for logic, now that I think about it. Because it doesn't look like it's particularly hard. It's kind of obscure, but you could do it, I feel like. You need to play with it a bit. Yeah, no, there's a way to clip through that without needing Hyperball. Like, I just didn't think about it until now. I don't know how to do it, but I know it exists. Alright, welcome to East Skytown. Over almost 3.5 hours into the corruption seed. This area is pretty cool. New area discovered. Oh yeah. Please be hyper missile. That is an E-tank. Okay. Please be hyper missiles. That is an E-tank. Remember when, I forgot who, but someone was talking about this game feeding you, giving you too many E-tanks. Well, I feel like this randomizer is doing that to me right now. I feel like I passed by like 4 E-tanks over the past 10 minutes. I don't really need them, but... yeah. Can you move? Can you move? Can you move, please? Can you move away from those crates, please? I kinda need those. Can you move, please? Like, excuse you. So yeah, this room, getting to the top of this room requires ship missiles, unless you know how to SSJ, like this. This is a very useful SSJ to learn, because it basically skips the ship grapple requirement to climb this room, which is actually a pretty big deal. Could we just go straight to Xeno Research Labs? Okay, idea. Save here. Save here. Check out Xeno Research Labs, because there are 2 checks there. If they're both garbage, reset. Warp back here, basically, and then go straight to Turbine Chamber. Because like leaving the Xeno Research Labs is a massive pain in the ass. I'd strongly just rather just reset out of there. So do that. Yeah, ship grapple location. Yep. I forgot about that. That doesn't quite work. Although I could just kill him. Fair. Yeah, let's just kill him. I'm already up here. I'll just kill him. I don't think Nova Beam works on this. It kinda does. Not really. I was wondering if ship missiles would work for some reason, but this is a really badly designed fight, really, because it's random whether you give the blue balls or red balls, and you can only deflect the blue ones, and this thing's also in the way, which will just make it randomly not hit. It's a really badly designed fight, really. Not really placed. The combat in this game has a bunch of issues. I got lucky there. I got lucky there because he caught 2 blue balls in a row. No vulnerability to Nova Beam is unfortunate in this case. Maybe I could like do some of the secrets. You're not supposed to have secrets for this. Just, no, it's worth the shot. Of course. Oh, it takes more than 4 for this one. I forgot. Yeah, this boss is really tedious and repetitive. It's really annoying. There we go. Please die. Horrible boss design. Okay. Oh, yeah, I actually have to do this too. Yeah, I'm regretting this now. Definitely regretting this decision. Could've just done the turbine skip. Well, from below. I guess I'll pick it up. Although I don't think this actually helps because I need to land my ship anyways later. Yeah, if I want to get the vanilla ship grapple. Check. So yeah, this is poor routing on my part. Very poor routing. I thought I was being clever with the save, but I forgot I had to go through the turbine chamber. Well, I could still reset out. Man, resetting out would still be better if this is junk. So, tight cycles to make here to save some time, if I can make it. Hey, made it. You can't open those secret doors, by the way, not from this side. Which is honestly really annoying, because having secrets early would have been very nice as a shortcut. Oh well. Like, I mean, it makes sense, because like, you're never supposed to be able to open it from that side. You have to open it from the other side to get out. Due to how a lot of stuff is powered off. Okay. Hyper missile? Wait, I just realized I didn't even look at the item. Yeah, I must have just passed it. Oh, I am really tired. Oh god, I am so tired. It was a missile thing? Okay, thank you. Yeah, I just like forgot where that was. I just must have missed it. Oh, that's also a missile tank. Yeah. Okay. Wait, I forgot about the energy cell. Oh my god. You're right. I forgot about the energy cell. Oh god. You're right. I forgot about the energy cell. Shoot. Oh my god. Oh my, oh no. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. If that's hyper missiles. Oh no. I know me gusta. Oh no. No, I do not like. Oh, okay, well since we might as well just go this way. Check out vanilla ship grapple. If it's not that, then I'll do the turbine skip and check the energy cell. If it's not that, and I'll go also see gear. Yeah, I'll go this way. See, look at Gearworks. Look at landing site B, and then do the turbine skip, and then check the energy cell again. Oh no, nothing will go. I know you said that, Dave, in a different kind of context, but forgetting the energy cell, nothing will go wrong, surely, am I right? Oh no. Alright, please Gearworks, please be my hyper missile. That is an energy. That is another energy tank. Yet another one. Oh no. Oh no, I don't like this. I really don't like this. If it's not that, if it's not landing site B or an energy cell, then I really screwed up and forgot something. Bowling for bucks. I'm going insane.
Allowing you to command your ship to land.
Data received.
All right. Oh, it's energy cell. It was the energy cell. It was the energy cell. Not like this. Ah. I mean, if it isn't, then I'll reset, because that's why I'm saving here, just in case I'm wrong, but... Oh no. Oh yeah, no, you're right, it could be Helios. That's well, like, I really should ban you for reminding me of that, honestly. I should have banned you like forever ago for all these suggestions. Alright. Change of plans. Please be the energy cell. Please be the energy cell. Going for bucks. Go. But the achievement system in this game is great, honestly. They had some. I wish there was more of it, because they had some really silly creative ones, and you can tell they had fun with designing them. One nice perk about this game. When they migrated the achievement system over to Prime 1 and 2 in the trilogy version, they were very. Well, I don't want to say lazy, but bland, because it's basically just like research scans. And that's about it. There we go. So this is a turbine skip, and this is a really useful skip to learn. Bit of a learning curve, but not too difficult. Some practice. So just hit that, and we're up here. And we don't have to care about Berserker Lord at all. A terrible boss fight. Just don't actually go to the entrance of the room, or else you will trigger the fight. Well, the good news is, if it is on Helios, then I will be properly set up with the bomb. So that's the good news, if that can be considered good news.
Data received.
You take the throne and bomb to face. You can, and you can just literally leave. Nothing interesting happens. You just fight him with the barrier up, making it be even more annoying. But you can also just leave. Good to know that chat was correct about that being a missile tank. I figure you guys are right, because like 3 of you said so, but you know, it's good to have confirmation on that. Extra confirmation. You never know. Okay. Someday there will be Prime 1, 2, 3 multi-worlds, and that will be very exciting. I literally, like, I know like Bash wanted to do like multi-worlds and stuff, and same with DCR, and I literally told them I would do it. I would be the one to do Prime 3 if they wanted, if they needed Prime 3 first, because like, let's be real here, no one really plays Prime 3 Rando. For understandable reasons, because it's less popular and it's more of a pain to set up than the other 2 games, and also it hasn't really been maintained. So, understandable. Alright. Tell me I was stupid. I was stupid. I think I'm gonna call it for an evening. My voice is dying, and I think I'm just getting way too exhausted. So we'll just pretend that was the world record, because this was totally legit without that death at the end of Prime 1, right? But no, I had a lot of fun with this, though. I will do this again sometime this week. I'm just way too tired, and it's 10:40, and I've been streaming for 8 hours at this point, basically, so... At least it wasn't Helios. Yeah. I had a lot of fun, though, so we're definitely doing this again sometime this week before I head out for vacation. Excuse me. Oh, speaking of which, Dexteron is doing a multi-world, so I'm gonna go ahead and host him. So thanks for watching. Hope you all have a good evening and good night.